So, quick recap. Last time, you guys went to, you finished up killing stuff for the druid. You visited the druid. Vanna had a sleepover with her. You guys were able to tell her where it was that you were going. You wanted to go to Gildriel because Rainier had a quest to go check on Sir Render's family. You were basically teleported there through a tree from the druid who was like, hey, there's like a lot more stuff. I need your help with some trolls and some other stuff going on. And you guys were like, yeah, we'll do that later. And she brought you guys up to Gildriel. You guys walked around the town. You saw a bunch of armored people. You decided to go to the tavern where you were able to learn that something was a little sketchy. And you were able to deduce that the entire town was actually overrun by bandits. You made your way to the stables on the south end of town. Kind of spoke to some of the people that were there. They seemed very fishy. They were not very good stable keepers. And that's when you realized that they were, in fact, a bandit captain and some thugs. You killed them and found the family that was trapped, held hostage within their own home. The husband was lying face down on the floor, beat to an actual pulp. You guys healed him, saved the mom, saved the son, and now you are coming up with your strategy, how to proceed. Vanna and Canare are going to stay at the stables with these farm people. They're called the Alots, and they're going to keep them safe while the rest of the party goes about. You learned that there are 2 houses of that the bandits have not been able to take over. One is the Zarab residence. It is a family, very wealthy. They have their own guards. And the other one is a monk who lives up on a hill. You guys were able to take a short rest except for Rainier and Diastri, who were doing some cheeky little strategizing. And while you were looking through the window with your spyglass, 2 more bandits appeared and saw you through the window. And that is where we left off. So, you guys are here at the house. The bandits have made their way to the front door. They're over here. I will bring us to the mappy maps. What would you guys like to do? Combat has not initiated yet. I will say Canare and Vanna will be in the back of the house with the family.
So, do we, in the short rest, did we like move the bodies? Are they hidden right now?
No.
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 You guys should have just said you did. I'll be honest.
We didn't think about it. We were caught off guard. It was a double nat 1 situation. He had advantage on the roll, and it.
What can I say? What can I say?
All right.
I still look like one of the dead thugs.
Correct.
So.
Well, you look like an alive one, but yeah.
Well, yes. I believe I look like the one that is now been burned to a pulp by a hellish rebuke.
Yes.
So, and
Okay.
have I opened the door yet, or what's the?
They are knocking on the door.
Right. Okay.
And the door is not open yet.
Okay.
Heathen's just gonna motion Rainier to the door.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm
And
going
I'm gonna-
to.
Do we have like liberty to move ourselves around, like because we
Yeah.
had a short rest?
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys have
How-
a like little
Oh.
cheeky bit of time to sort of prepare yourselves. You
I
How-
probably would have been over leaning up against the couch, most likely, as a
Would
for my
I
short
have
rest.
time to move Draven's body just out of the view of the doorway at least? So they can't like see immediate like dead body.
yeah, if you roll me a good athletics check.
Ooh.
Come on.
Like
Please.
the doors, because the doors are closed right now, so we would have like a
Yes.
couple of seconds to.
Yeah, in the time that it
shuffle.
took them to
Damn.
go from
God
here
damn
to
it.
there, as you try to move him, some of like his bent, broken armor gets stuck in the cracks of like the stone floor, and you're trying to like pull him, and you can't like pick him up because of his armor and stuff.
I'll
As
just turn the chair around so he's facing the other way.
okay, all of a sudden you guys hear a thick boom, 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 boom as thick chunks of hail are raining down from above. They're hitting the roof. They're not baseball size, but you know, golf ball size. They're pretty bad. You hear the guards outside like, oh shit, you know, let us in. They're pounding on the door. Let us in.
Let him in.
Are there blankets anywhere nearby us, or
No,
like
there's
that.
a pile of
There
dirty
was a bunch of
laundry.
dirty laundry.
Could I quickly
Um,
move back spot next to the door as well, Chipley, or was it?
Sure.
Rainier? Why don't you grab some dry clothes for our incoming friends to distract them or something?
I had a thought, but the fact that there are dead bodies visible kind of ruins that. Because my thought was, we know they saw you, and I was gonna quickly have you come over, and I was gonna have like you by the hair basically, and being like, yeah, no, we got this handled. But the dead bodies ruin that. I'm gonna crack open the door and kind of give them I'm gonna pull with the cloak that I have that was just like shifted to look like a traveler's cloak, like just a normal dirty cloak that someone would have pulled over my armor tight. I'm just gonna crack the door open and just kind of give them like a dirty look, like what?
Where's
Just crack.
Where's Draven?
Just gesture like behind me. The door's cracked. I want to kind of like keep it blocked from them seeing behind me. Inside.
I would like to cast Minor Illusion and imitate Draven's voice.
What
'Cause
would
I
you
can
like it
do
to
it.
say?
I would like to say, we're too crowded in here. Go back to the tavern.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
God! What is this?
Triple said
That's
666.
Oh
Oh no!
Oh
Um,
god!
Session's haunted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You hear through the other side of the door, and they go, Draven, what about those travelers? Are they in here with you?
Dead, but yes.
No.
Roll a deception check. Rainier.
Oh, actually, Rainier.
No, me.
Yeah, I said Rainier.
I got
Feels bad, man.
6.
Okay.
That's the outline of the session right there.
666.
Yep.
Yeah,
If I roll-
seriously.
if I roll- okay.
Just click the
If I
button, dude.
roll,
Just
if
click
I
it.
roll 6.
There
Okay,
you
good.
go.
Whew.
Thank you. All right. Well, it's really hailing out here. Can we please just come in until the storm passes?
Yeah, and I just shut the door. Like get fucked.
Okay. I just want to point out, you do realize that they saw Austihr through the window. Like, quick recap. They saw Austihr through
I
the
am
window.
aware. I'm aware.
Okay. All right, then. That's how you want to proceed.
Can I minor illusion Austrih's
We already
like,
cast
disemboweled head
No. Oh god.
and just like
This
put
is-
it in the window? So it's just like his bloody head.
It'll be a second casting of minor illusion if you would like to do that before the door is closed.
Yeah, it's just a cantrip. I'd love to do that. Just Austrih's bloody severed head.
Being held up by a hand.
I'm gonna put it on the window, like the windowsill.
Okay.
Jesus.
Artwork.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
You're telling me.
Telling, yeah.
Things.
They're like, all right then. And they just sort of
Fucking hell.
run off, like with their like shields above their head. You hear the hail, boom, 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 hitting their shields.
The dice gods giveth and they taketh away.
And so with that, they are out of here. They leave. You can tell that they're slightly suspicious, but the insight check on the severed head in the window, they're like, oh, that's weird. We must have thought that was a living person, and now we see it's a dead person. Huh.
Thank
Strange
God.
shit happens.
Yes.
I'm gonna,
Fucking chaos.
because I still look like the guy, I'm gonna kind of go from window to window and just kind of make a point that I, as the thug, am the one looking out before I close the blinds on the windows. And if we can time it right,
I guess.
if we can time it right, I'd like to work, like, when I get to the windowsill where Ignis has the head, make it seem like I'm knocking the head off. So that way we don't have to maintain an illusion there. If that works.
Does that work for minor illusion?
Let's read minor
I think
illusion.
I think he just wants to like make it like Ignis cancels it as his like
Oh, okay.
to
That's
make
fine.
it look like
He's
he's knocking
swiping
it
him.
inside.
Alright.
Yeah.
But I'm just
Physical
gonna go...
interaction. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion.
Can you move it?
It doesn't say anything about
We-
all
No,
the
because
No,
While
it's
he's
just
like-
an
Yeah, you
image
understand, yeah,
of
just
an
cancel it.
Climate.
It's not like it's not a video.
Yeah.
It's just a picture.
Yeah, but I mean, you can still turn it off, right? Like you can cancel.
Yeah.
It. Yeah. So he would just like make that motion of like him knocking it inside, and you would just cancel it like as he's about to hit it to make it look like he just knocked it inside the house, off the windowsill.
Timing.
Yeah,
This
timing.
is where true friendship is revealed.
Well, I mean, like it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be perfect. They're
Perfect.
leaving. They're walking away.
perfect.
I mean,
If
there's
anyone,
hail.
like-
They're not really paying attention at this point. They're
yeah,
out
it's
of
like
there.
for anyone spyglassing, maybe
They're
like
running.
from a
They're-
distance.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, you successfully do that. It is hailing outside. Vanna and Canare are staying in the house. How would you like to proceed? You've gotten the two bandits out of there. It is currently no
How-
bandits. They've all kind of fled back to their individual buildings where they're taking residence because of the weather. Chat has
Thank
blessed you
God.
with bad weather.
Thank
Chat
you,
really
chat.
fucking saved us there. Jeez.
Okay. Okay,
well,
so
first
that
off,
change-
let's
Go
get
ahead,
the
Heason.
bodies...
Time out. Go ahead, Heason.
Go ahead.
Yeah, weren't you saying something?
No, I literally just said chat blessed us with good weather.
Oh, okay.
With-
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, my
Let's
bad.
get the bodies out of the way before we do anything else.
Hey, we want to stuff the bodies in the corners. somewhere.
Canare and
Well-
Vanna say that they will take care of all of this. They're like, don't worry, we're hanging
Okay.
out at this house. Go figure out what we're gonna do next.
Okay.
So
Astute
Lou-
observation seems
Priority.
like we should go do
Well,
something.
So wait,
we
where
wanna-
about? Do we know where the Zarab residence is?
Yeah.
We do.
hmm And it's hailing now, so everyone's inside. This is the perfect
is it,
time.
Is it close?
No.
So Zarab
Zarab
residence
was
is here,
Oh, that's way closer than I'm guessing the monk is.
and then the
We
monk is
can-
over
monk,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can
Monk's
we
up
can
on the
stop
hill.
here because this house is abandoned. Checkpoint.
That
here,
one's
but the-
abandoned.
The lake is also haunted apparently.
Let's go to the lake
The house
Without
closest
Vanna.
to us also, I don't believe we saw any movement in that closest
we can
house.
just-
In the
What's
one
that?
surrounded by farms, yes, we saw somebody. There was a girl standing outside, as well as somebody kind of watching over her working.
And they are currently
Um,
inside because of the weather, but you did see a thug kind of making this woman farm. He was like, supervising her while she was farming.
Supervising her, yeah. But the house
want to
closest to us
quickly
and the one
eliminate
by the
the-
dock.
Look, if we
Something-
look out there now, they're not outside. If we look now,
Yeah,
We-
everyone is
Something-
inside.
Do
Something
we
to
want to
note.
eliminate people as we go?
No, something to note from where the house is that we're at, or the stable. It goes uphill in this direction, because if we walk out this front door, it's hailing. No one's outside, but someone could look out the window and see us walk out of the house.
There is also a window on the backside here.
Yeah, if there's a window on
Yeah.
the backside, I say let's all bail through the back window, move to the edge of the fence, and then book it across to the next house, which should be empty, and bail inside. And then we'll just leapfrog to the dock.
This one is empty.
Let's
We-
go in.
We don't know for sure. We just didn't see anybody.
We didn't
out.
see anything, but given the situation, I don't know if we want to run the whole way, do we?
I'd say we move quickly with the hail. It's
How
chunk. These are about the size of my head. Just saying. I would love to run. Let's get to the next
Tail?
house
They're
quickly.
golf ball sized. But
I am a
yes.
no. I know it
Just a
seems
medium
like
hail.
a big. I know it
will-
seems like I have a big head, my friends, but in
I am
reality, it is
going-
average.
I am going to give Ignis my shield to hold over his head.
Your shield probably weighs more than me.
He's like,
we have
you
like,
give it to me, he's like, whoop.
our
I mean,
travel
I
cloaks are
think-
like thick, right? Like real thick. Sure.
Actually,
just
yeah,
gonna say-
I could.
I'm
I
just gonna
could,
say
like,
this. I don't
shield-
think we should be holding shields over our head because that's just gonna make more noise.
Yeah, fair point.
Yep. All right, let's make a decision right now. Where are we going? Which
Yeah.
house?
I don't think we even go to that house. I think we just do a wide berth, get to the lakeshore, follow the lakeshore up to the abandoned house.
Well, if we don't
Okay.
check that house and there's somebody actually in it, then we could be spotted, and
I'm gonna say we check the house
Okay,
and
then
eliminate.
let's go
any
check the house.
vehicles.
it makes sense
So
to
we'll
check
go-
the house
then move
first.
So we go out the window, circle around, go to that house, and Diastri does a little peeky peek inside the window.
Okay, are you guys trying
Stop.
to move stealthily? By stealthily, I don't mean necessarily the noise, but like just try to,
Yeah.
hide
Quick or
behind,
slow?
yeah, like shrubs as, you
Yeah.
kind of duck behind him and then, move on to the next
Definitely.
thing.
And what does the
Okay,
ground look like? Is it like just brown, like crap, or is it like
So-
grassy?
It's grassy and rocky in spots. You're in the foothills of these mountains, so there's some large rock spots where the grass doesn't grow. There is some weeds and stuff that pop out between the cracks of the grass. Now with the hail, there are some slicker surfaces, but the hail seems to be rolling downhill. So
With the hail and the
Ish.
storm, are we able to see the farmhouse? Like, is the visibility bad enough that we can't even see the farmhouse where the girl
it's
was?
mildly hurting the visibility, but it's not like so thick that you can't see anything. It's not a whiteout. It's just like
Okay. So the farmhouse is visible, but pretty much most everything beyond that would be considered like we wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah, I mean, you still kind of see, like things in the background. Like in a hailstorm, it's not like a rainstorm where it's like sheets of, it's like little chunks things falling down.
I would say based on that we move bush to bush as we're able to leapfrog.
And I'm gonna like shake my cloak, and it's gonna like change colors to like sort of match the like ground and what it looks like, and I'm gonna wrap myself up tight.
Okay, I'm gonna have you guys all roll stealth checks, and Hyusun you can have with advantage.
Yes.
And Diastri, this counts for your thing for
Mask of the
natural.
Wild.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
We've all
What am I
had really
getting
good
that
group
again?
stuff previously.
I have disadvantage, right?
Yeah, because you're wearing heavy armor.
That doesn't give me advantage or anything. That just means I can.
Stealth.
It's not bad.
It's
I swear to all that is holy, I did
Yeah.
not choose the fiend as my pact. I
Yes.
swear I did not do that.
Okay,
My
1,
God.
2, 3, 4 successes. You guys are able to do it. At some point, Ignis actually slips on like a piece of hail that's on the ground, and you hear him go, "Oh!" and you guys are able to catch him, and so he doesn't fall down and he doesn't make that much noise. You guys are able to get to the back of this house, and you want to peek through the window. Go ahead, and whoever's peeking, make a perception check.
Do you want to? Could I listen as well? Instead of looking, see if I hear
That's
anyone.
too loud. The hail's like
Okay.
literally hitting like boom, boom, like on the roof and stuff.
Did you say perception?
Yeah. You look in, it looks empty. You don't see any sign of people inside. You do notice, like, from your limited view as you go like this and then like this in the window, from what you can see, there are some dead bodies on the ground.
Yet. Do they look bandit or?
You can't really tell. The window's dirty from the inside, the window's dirty from the outside, the house
gonna tell
itself is kind of dark.
Tell the group, hey, there's dead bodies in there. I don't see anything moving, living. There's no fire that I can see or anything, but we might want to take a look just to see if what we can gather. And
if
there
they're
might be some. There might be.
If they're
They're
dead,
right.
I think we just move on.
Yeah.
think
we
Ghibli,
go.
I left Tara and Angramar in the
With
stable.
I assumed, yeah.
I think we just move on. We circle around the abandoned house, and if we're gonna set up any kind of like station, we do it from there.
I agree.
All right, move quick.
How big are the crops in the farm fields?
Not terribly large. It's
Okay.
springtime in the mountains, so a lot of it's kind of just been planted.
Hmm.
Probably not
Okay.
I
going to
just
do
made
well
the
after
worst
the
song
hailstorm.
I had.
Yeah.
Anyone know the springtime for Hitler in Germany?
Oh
No.
my god.
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
It's stuck in my head
Oh.
now.
Why
terrible.
that? Why now?
So
Move
we're
on,
gonna.
let's go.
I think we're gonna do the same thing then. And could I argue? Because you said it's really loud with the hail. Could I argue a flat roll for Rainier? Because it's really the only thing that gives him disadvantage with his heavy armor is the noise.
It's also a shiny piece of metal.
Oh, I have the
In a
cloak. on me.
hailstorm.
He's got a
I
cloak.
do have
on.
I have a cloak, but I'll take the disadvantage. I'm fine with it.
I mean, it's literally part of the
Rules. Yep.
of the rules. Like, if there was no
I was-
disadvantage for heavy armor, like, you know what I mean,
I
then
was
there'd be no
only
reason
asking-
not to wear it.
I was
I-
only asking for this situation because it's hailing and it's noisy. That's the only reason I was asking.
I
I
mean, it's
appreciate
fair. I
the
wasn't going to
effort.
have you guys roll again, but if you guys all would like to re-roll stealth, then we can do
No,
that.
No.
You
Let's
guys-
go.
Because I assume
We-
that you're
run,
not
boys.
posting up behind this house. You literally
No,
ran
no,
by,
no.
looked
Yeah,
in,
we-
keep
yeah,
going.
yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
one solid maneuver.
All right.
100%.
Oh yeah, sweet. Awesome.
So
We move on.
you guys are going to this house by the dock?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We heard this house is haunted. Hey.
So
Well,
you
look,
get
like-
behind this giant boulder here, and the only thing, it kind of covers your backs as you make your way to this house, and the only thing that's visible from the angle that you are at is the lake, and you can see inside of the lake that there is an abandoned dock and some sunken ships.
Interesting.
The ships themselves are small. They're fishing ships, you know, they're not like enormous, like, you know, this is a lake, not the ocean or anything like that. But you do see just some, you know, wood and stuff, you know, coming out of the, you know, top of the water. In the building itself, if you would like to roll another perception.
Smack the Austihr on the butt and send him up there.
Woohoo. Butt
Nice,
slap
I
did
love
it.
So
It made his eyes pop open. And, oh!
this house looks like it has been abandoned for a very long time. There are very thick layers of dust on the windowsill, on the floors, on all the furniture on the inside. Other than the dust, it looks like pristine. It does not look like, you know, the stables where you were in, everything was broken, all the furniture was smashed, you know, the cupboards were open and raided and stuff like that. This does not look like it has been touched at all. You don't see any, with a 21 in perception, you don't see any footprints or anything in the dust on the floor. You don't see any sign of the, door itself, like, having like splintered wood frame or anything, like being broken into.
As much as I'd like to set up a base of operations here, I think we just keep moving straight to the Zarab residence.
You see any ghosts, Austihr?
If I did, then he's invisible right now.
I would like to quickly just cast Detect Magic as we
Okay.
are by this house.
So,
Ghosts.
you guys, let me put a little light on this for you so you can all see it. You guys are able to, so your detect magic on the side of the house does not reveal anything. The lake itself, however, roll an Arcana check.
Ooh.
And Hisun as well.
If I get another 6 on this.
Funny.
Don't worry, I'm really good at Arcana, so it's fine.
Oh, it's worse.
Ne-
It's so
ne-
much worse.
Never mind, dude.
Sorry, you want to say that again? Better than you!
That's why I had to say it.
Hisun, you don't notice anything at all.
No, I mean, I don't even know magic, dude. What the heck?
Water.
Ignis, on the other hand, your detect magic, even though it only goes out 30 feet, from where you are at the house, you don't detect anything. But in the far edges, the far peripheral, Kennery doesn't come here, of your spell, towards the lake, you do feel like there is some sort of magical entity over here. You don't have to go over by the abandoned dock. I just made the map just to put you guys over here if you choose to go, and if not, we can continue on to the Zarab residence.
Can I do a divine sense
Sure.
while we're close to the house and the lake? That's a 60-foot radius for detect.
That's
like,
your
seeing undead.
second one that you've done today.
Yeah. Anything with that or?
Yeah, you sense an undead.
Okay. Do I? Which direction? Is it towards the house or towards the lake?
Towards the lake.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of pull people closer to the house and just kind of say, "Careful, there's something over there. We probably shouldn't mess with it while we have a job to do."
You reckon we could weaponize it?
I don't feel comfortable doing that without having someone to speak to it on our behalf. It is something undead. It might be the ghost.
It would really help if we had a necromancer with us, potentially.
Right.
Oh.
The family needs to be protected. We just need to work on getting the Zerobi family and the monk.
Yeah,
Or
that's...
yeah.
The Zarab
Um,
family.
We can check it out later.
I agree.
Okay,
Perhaps the
so
Zarabs know something more.
Push on, I say.
you
Set it
guys
off.
get to the Zarab household, and I will put you guys back on the town map for a second while I get this ready, Freddy.
I just
Do
had
they
a
have
quick
a
question
back
as well.
door?
Yes.
This set of hills that's like behind the Zarab house, is that like hills or is it like a small mountain, sort of like really
Foothills
can't really
of a
climb it or
mountain.
anything?
So like has how do I put it? Like essentially they're pretty large hills, and there's like gullies and stuff in between them that if you were to go in between the two hills, only someone on top of the hills would be able to see you.
That'd be a good spot to post up if we need to.
Maybe.
We could even just scout out the Zarab house briefly
Yeah,
before
that's
we
true as
Yeah.
well.
run
What's
in
the
there.
outside of this house like? Is there like...
So it's
Look like they placed the bet.
incredibly large, and it looks to be pretty well fortified. All of the windows have been boarded up from the inside. You see that there are several windows that up on the second story, it's 2 floors, do not have, they have not been boarded up, but everything on the first floor has been. There are 2 very heavy metal doors that are in the front and the back of the house. And I'm gonna pull you on the map now.
Are there any guards patrolling that we can see?
No, everyone's inside currently because of the weather.
Okay, sweet.
I still look like a bandit at the moment, so I'm gonna hang back, and which is good because my parents actually were calling me. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm hanging back. I'll let the party handle like the interaction because I don't want to. I'm looking like one of the thugs.
Do we want
Is there anyone-
to move into those hills and just kind of scope out the house real quick to see?
I think so. Yeah.
Because I mean, granted, we kind of know that they're, against the bandits, but they don't know who we are necessarily.
Yeah,
so
that's-
just approaching the house
Yeah.
randomly,
you're right.
we may not.
Who wants to
Send
do
the
the
right message.
talking?
I was thinking if we're
I can. Or
if we-
yeah, me or Ignis.
I am quite good at talking.
well,
If
we
you
know
have
that
it,
the windows upstairs are not boarded up. If we're in close enough proximity,
I am light.
in the
Someone can
hills.
throw me up there.
Well, I was gonna say just write a note, and I could fire an arrow.
Write a note,
just to-
give it to Ignis, and we'll throw him up there.
it works. I mean, is dwarf tossing a thing here?
Whoa, do not
not
insult
a-
my people.
I'm not opposed.
No gnome tossing. Which one's
That's
more
better.
popular in this
So
world?
if we're posted up in the foothills and
We
we're
do have
looking
the
at the
catapults.
house, from the from any of the windows, are they like? Is anyone like looking outside?
Make another perception check.
Can I ask somebody to help me with that?
You sure can.
I'll help you.
Because I really wish that Diastri could have done this. Oh no, I'm really bad. Oh, yeah, I'm really bad.
From what you can tell,
It's
the
usually-
inside looks well lit. There are candles. There seems to be, you don't see any movement. You don't see anyone looking out the windows, but it just seems to be cozy and dry. You guys are standing now within those foothills. I'm going to have everyone roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
In. Fuck yeah.
Excellent.
Good shit, guys.
Rocket.
Let's go, team.
Nice.
it's got
hold up.
the
Can you
extra
roll
sensor.
Oh, he's here.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Hey.
All right.
As the hail is coming down, you guys are able to just sort of with your cloaks and your shields and your hoods, however you want, you're able to keep the hail from, smashing you in your, soft spots of your skulls. You see again from the hills, no one is outside. There doesn't appear to be anyone necessarily looking out of this house at you. Like I said, the bottom floor, all the windows are boarded. And there are the two heavy doors to the south and to the north.
Does
So
the
we
bottom
don't
look
take
well
the
lit as
doors.
well?
It's all boarded up, so you can't really.
Can't tell. Like, there's no light coming from under the door or anything. Like, I guess it is still to.
It's a
to
big
normal.
metal landscape.
Oh, so there's
door.
like. Yeah, right. Okay.
You need to try.
No,
Are the
I
upper,
know
are the
they
upper
were just
windows
joking,
glass?
Yes.
I know we were just joking, but I think the best option might be throwing someone up to the second floor.
How? Like, so
No.
what's the? You said
No.
the house
Why-
is huge. Right.
They have a lot.
Is how? What's the like first floor to second floor like size thing?
Each floor is 10
Like,
feet high, so
10 feet
it's
high.
10 feet up, and
So
then the windows are
be
probably
impossible
another.
for us
5
to
feet or
climb
whatever.
up there.
No.
And
No.
then what's it
We'll
what's it look like if we were to move like approach the rear of the house from where we are, how much cover would we have from like all the other houses around us?
So essentially, first off, the bottom floor is made out of stone and the top floor is made out of wood. The top floor actually juts out a foot over, like there's a ledge. Like here's the wall of the bottom floor, and then here's the little 1 foot out, kind of top part of the house, and then the wall goes up like this. Like in Minecraft when you build a little like 1 block out so spiders can't get up, that thing. As far as cover goes, if you're on the south side of the house, the only people that would have visual on you would be the farm and the stables, and from the north side of the house, like half the town could see you.
Oh.
We're
Okay,
That's
so
not that
we're on
much.
the south. Whew, we're on the
we are
south side of the
not-
house, though. So.
Yes.
So a couple options. Rather than like trying to throw somebody up there, using my forgery kit, I can write a note, attach it to an arrow, fire it through a window, letting them know that the people that they've probably already seen in town and heard that are definitely outsiders are willing to help them.
We're literally sent here by
Or
Sir Render to check on his family.
Yeah.
From
I mean, we can
Avashore.
briefly write that up. Or
Do we-
I could stealthily try and just go knock on the door alone and let them know that, hey, who we are. We're the rest of us are hiding in the foothills here. We are here to help and assist. One or the other. I think
I vote knocking. It's more honest,
The
and it
only
won't scare them.
problem I have with that is, Austihr, I hate to say it, mate, but you're not very charismatic at all.
Then one of you two wander up. Ignis and he's in.
yeah, I mean, I can do
We're
it. I can do it stealthily. I
not
just can't
stealthy.
do it. I can't.
That's like the problem we're having here.
Well, how about
I mean-
one person does the knock and one person does the talk?
Yeah, I mean that's a good. If
Yeah,
we can get over there, that's why I was asking how much cover we have. But
Here's
I mean, if
maybe
you want to take a, sorry, continue, Ignis.
here's a dark thought. We did find out the Zerobi family's not bothering the thieves, and the thieves aren't bothering the Zerobis, right? What if they're
You've
in
been
league?
told that the guards couldn't get into the Zerob house.
They fought him back.
They fought back.
Okay.
They said that they were wealthy and had guards and weapons and stuff.
Okay, then
And in
I
that
think
case,
we
I mean-
should just knock.
Yeah, I mean, let's knock. Who wants to try and come with me and talk?
Yo,
That can
me,
also
Ignis.
hide.
Who's
We can both go.
Yeah.
Can you
I said
can
we-
you just use your
Remember,
fancy
we are
spyglass
sent here
to?
by Sir Render to check on his family, who are the ones who kind of lead or rule this town.
or did?
And so
Alright.
At one
from
point.
Avashore. Well,
Yeah, can I do an investigation real quick with my spyglass from where we are to see if there's anything else we can see?
Sure.
And also maybe check the stables and check the farmhouse again, and just make sure no one's looking out the windows out this way, like before we go.
I think we're fine.
Yeah, no one is looking at you from the stables. You do see, Canneray just sort of peering out at you, kind of like giving you like a thumbs up. He's watching your back. Inside of the house, again, you're looking up from the downstairs through a window on the upstairs. The most thing that you can see is like the top half of the walls and the ceiling from the angle that you are at. You can tell that it's well lit. There are tapestries, there are drapes. It's very well decorated. They seem to be, they have decorated their house in the Zerobian style. From the state of Zerobia, which is to the south of the Gracewater Lake. It's a very wealthy merchant route. And you see some, with an 18, you do see some small shadows, as you can tell people are walking upstairs, but no one has like come to the window, and you just see the shadows being cast on the walls, like people
Okay.
walk across, but no
So
one
we
seems...
do see movement. Yeah, Hisan, you want to come with me and we'll
Yeah,
sneak
me,
up to
me
the
and
door and
Ignis
kind
can
of.
come if you want.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we can do it quietly and not draw any attention.
We might also
It-
not want to have too many people doing it, just because that
Yeah.
looks like a show of force.
Ignis
So he's
seemed really keen. I'll let him
Okay.
go. I'll hang back.
So I also have a leather armor and a spear, so I look more like a warrior. So no offense, dwarven sorcerer.
None taken.
Okay, so you guys go up to the south door and you knock on it. It is a very heavy metal, thick. When you knock on it, you actually have to like hammer fist it, like boom, boom, boom. A few seconds go by and a little latch opens up, and it's like just enough for, eyeballs at human height. And they look out And so Diostri, they see you, and Ignis, you're a little too short, and they're like, you see a woman. She has dark brown eyes, long, thick eyelashes. She's got black hair, and it's in 2 braids like this. And when she opens it, she looks out, and her first instinct is very defensive, and you hear the rustle of weapons and armor behind her. And when she looks out and she sees you, Diostri, are you with them?
No. My friend and I here, and I'm going to reach down and pick this up.
I'm a gnomish knight, sir.
My child.
Hey, madam.
We're here as friends and allies, and are not part of what is happening in this town.
How do we know we can trust you?
I would like to flash my family badge. My,
Okay.
I have
Your family crest.
I have a signet ring with my family crest.
Okay. What would you like to say when you show her this? I showed you my family crest. Please respond.
Rainier's ghost is like, remember surrender.
I am Sir Ignis Bartholomew. We have been contracted by Sir Render to check on the estates of the village, and we have found it to be quite appalling. Our companions are in the foothills and in another unspecified location at this time. But we would very much like to discuss freeing your village.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
I get another
This is what we pay you to do, Ignis. Let's go.
Yeah.
This is why you're here with me.
She's like, she says, hurry up, bring them in, and closes the latch. And you hear, like, the sound of, like, a big metal lock being, kunk, and then you hear a bar, and then you hear chains, and then all of a sudden the door opens up like a 6-inch crack, and you guys are all able to rush inside.
I rush inside.
Mm-hmm. Once inside, you guys are in a well-lit, very warm, very comfortable, I'm just moving you all in here, house. This entire floor is made out of stone. This first room that you are in has 4 beds, a little chamber pot, there's a weapon rack, and a small table. The woman that let you in, I will add her to your guys' journals. She introduces herself as Sarabe.
Noticing a trend with the names in this particular family and origin.
How do you spell that? Is it with a Z or an S?
She's in your thingy. You can look.
A-R-A-B.
Where is it? Oh god, there's so many.
They're everywhere. E instead of an A for the first one. So
Should be fine.
Can I just quickly take a look at the weapons rack to see if there's any weapons of note, unique of any
You
kind?
see Zerobian style. It's made with a certain type of wood that is not common to the state that you are in, Assyria lore. It's a very light, pale type of wood. You see spears, you see swords, you see one-handed axes, you see no shields, and you see some bows.
Nothing of the double-bladed sort?
No.
ma'am, what may we call you?
I am Sarabai. I have only let you
Sarabai.
in because the gnomes and my people do great trading. We have
Yes,
moved
we
here
are-
to get closer to the gold mines as a representative of my family. And then the bandits come and they take over the whole town. I weep for the citizens but I cannot spare my household guard to help. They are here to protect me and my family.
And what are your food supplies?
We do all right for ourselves. We have 6 months of food. Like all good Zerobians, we know how to prepare for the worst.
Okay.
I've never heard that the Zerobians were such efficient canners, but it is nice to know that you guys excel on that. So you are not willing to aid at all to your neighbors. They are your neighbors now, the people of this village.
What can we do?
How many guards
We're
do
not-
you have?
We have 3 household guards, and all of us are trained in spear and sword ourselves.
Okay.
Okay.
It seems your house is built in this manner that it's quite defendable.
Correct. We come from a place that we were stricken by warfare. So our people know very well how to build fortified walls.
See.
Smart people. What do you guys know of the monk?
The monk. We have met him a few times. We actually have given him tributes. He follows a lifestyle that we in Zorobia can very much appreciate. We, several months ago, gifted him gold and silver and gems. He said he did not have need for these things, so instead we gave him grains and beans. He took those. He
Are
is
you
very
aware that
strong.
he is...
Would you have a
Yeah.
name, perhaps?
For the monk? Yes, his
Yes.
name is Weldon.
Are you aware that he has been able to also fend off these aggressors?
I was not aware, but it does not surprise me in any way. He is very well known in certain parts. He is part of the reason that we moved here to begin with.
Can you go into more detail on that?
He has killed a dragon that has plagued our people. Now he says he has
Okay.
retired, but he is very fast. I have seen him run atop the surface of water.
It sounds like he could be quite the ally
Well,
in this situation.
Yeah.
what we're sort of planning is, because it's hailing right now, everyone is inside, we sort of group everyone together and maybe start taking control of each house bit by bit, slowly take out all the bandits, slowly free the town. Get everyone at
Guerrilla-
least
guerrilla style.
unified.
Well, first things first, you must be cold. Here, please, come in, get comfortable. We will serve you some food. Have some tea, warm yourselves up. Meet my family. And she brings you into a very lavish dining room. You see here that her husband is there. His name is Abram. You see one of the guards that she has, Vihash of Zorobia. He stands at all times with his back against the wall, weapon drawn, watching you guys like a hawk. Anytime you guys get kind of close to her or look in her direction in a way that he does not appreciate, he does that, like, you know, instinctive step forward. And then when he realizes that it's not a threat, he just sort of backs up on the wall. He's very quiet the entire time. She calls upstairs to her son, Mehmed, who comes running downstairs, and everybody kind of sits down. I'm just going to bring you guys all over here.
Did any
Battle
I'm just
music.
gonna. So Zerabai, did any of the other villagers come seeking like refuge here as everything was going chaotic, or when the bandits took?
Unfortunately, a few people were on their way to our house. We attempted to throw a rope down from the top window, but no one was able to make it inside. The bandits came through like a great wind. It was an army Everyone was overrun.
We got
Do you know
numbers.
where? Do we know where, or do you guys know by any chance where they might be holed up, like the main force of the bandits?
From what we can tell, they have taken residence in every house in our town. They have sent
Smooth.
several
I guess.
people into the mines, but I do know that the alchemist has done something that has stopped. We hear them sometimes talk about it. They cannot go down into the mine. It is overrun with beasts of some sort.
Who's the alchemist?
Melaru,
Mawlerz.
very powerful
they-
as well.
Have they
Where-
managed
where
to
are
get any?
They're in the house on the far east
Mhm.
on the hill.
Well, we can't
Right,
go there
that would-
because it's right by the main road, or it's on the main road.
Do you think he would be willing to help at all if we somehow got there?
Who, the
Talk to them.
mage?
If we
Oh,
got-
yes.
If we got there.
The mage was one of the only people who stood and actually fought. He was captured, and I believe that they are forcing him to help, but ultimately he is a very strong ally. He made a potion that saved my child when she was very sick.
So, question
Ma'am.
is, what would it take you to help?
If you are here, and if we can get more allies, I personally will not join you. But I will send Vihash and some of my guards with you. And you see her
Thank
son kind of step up, and he looks like, he's got that, he's like mid-20s, kind of that young man, like trying to prove himself to his parents. And he goes, "Mother, I would like to join."
Then that look way too.
And she looks at him like, "I'm not risking your life if you guys would like to interject anything."
Madam, we do possess means to ensure that we don't lose anybody. I can personally ensure your son's safety, and he will not, I assure you, so long as I live, he will not die, but any help he can provide will be greatly appreciated. And the act of your family saving this town from these bandits may earn yourself in good graces with the Render estate, and you might be able to secure some great trade deals with those who own and operate this gold mine.
I do not believe that you know precisely who we are. I am the daughter of the Lord Zerob of Zerobia. I am Princess Sarabai.
About
Well,
I do
So
not need the
probably we
good
don't
graces of the Reeve. This town exists because of my family.
my apologies. We greatly appreciate your hospitality.
In fact, I have met with several diplomats from the Bangatoris Forest.
how did you pronounce that? Sorry,
The Bangatoris Forest.
the Bongo Tourist Forest.
Bunga
good
Totus
to-
first.
I look at Ignis.
You
What's
have
his
an
reaction to
interesting accent, dwarf.
Thanks.
that?
Hey,
Ignis chuckles a little bit when she pronounces it.
Now, the question that I have for you is, how do you propose to fight all of these bandits at once? Even
Oh, we
with my
don't.
household guard, there is no way of assuring a victory. There are too many of them.
We
Well,
don't fight them
if-
at once. So no way.
if we can
We know
get
that there are. We know that there are, at most, 40 bandits in this village. 3 are dead. That we know for sure. We don't know how many were lost in the mines due to the mage's tricks. And we also know that they are scattered across the buildings in this town, either under cover of nightfall or taking opportunity of this weather. We intend to clear these buildings one by one as quickly as possible, starting with the most isolated, as it can hide any potential screams, and working our way towards the center of the town. If with any luck, we can take out 25 to 30% of those holding this town hostage over the course of this night, and from there, we will have to wait and see how they react. We know for sure that the tavern has 2 of their captains, and I believe, if memory is correct, 10 bandits just in the tavern alone, which is troubling.
And you,
But
fighter, what were you about to say?
Oh, I was gonna say, we could maybe gather all potential allies here. We could also just try plan out as well. If you would be fine with everyone converging here.
There are a few within this town who I know are ready to fight. If you can gather them and bring them here, I will most likely open the doors for them. But I will only open the doors for the people that I know, such as the
Of course.
monk. There is also the 2 archers, the daughters. I believe that they have been taken into the mines, but I am not sure. They are the Peach sisters.
Ma'am, would
Yes.
you have any advice on how we could get the monk to even talk to us? I'm just a little worried that if when we start approaching, he'll gallivant away.
He is not one for gallivanting. He is a very spiritual man. He is sworn a vow of peace. I believe that he will not harm you. He will only do violence in order to protect himself.
I'm more worried about if he would actually talk to us, being strangers and all, but if you think we could approach him easily enough and not have him just run away, then that's good enough. Thank you.
You guys possibly have a map of the city of the town on hand?
I have a map of the mine.
that would be fantastic.
Okay, she gives you a map of the mine. I'll pull you guys on the mine map, and you can just say that you have it in your pocket.
Perfect.
Awesome. I don't know if we need to look at that now. I was just more trying to get us like a reason to go back to the town screen.
Oh, okay. I can do that. Yep, we can totally do that.
Oh, this is a strange town map. Huh?
This is not the town map. This is the regional map. Here you go. Just
I'm
needs
looking through our maps right now.
Enhance.
enhance. Yeah, enhance.
We
Ooh,
look through.
can we ask Zarabi about these 3 houses here, as they are between us and the monk?
That's exactly why I wanted to
Oh!
look at the map.
Great minds!
Great minds think alike.
Mm.
Oh,
God!
Yeah.
Jinx!
I do not know if there are bandits there or not, but I do know that the temple, which is this building, let me ping it for you. That one, was one of the first buildings that was overtaken.
That
Can you think of a reason why that would be the case? Is it just because it's an outlying building, or
Well, a lot of the townspeople fled there. It is their place of worship, and I think people went there for safety. There
Do you know
was
what
no
happened to
safety.
them?
We heard a lot of screaming. That was what made us lock the doors, board the windows.
well,
Do you know the owners of the tavern?
Yes, they were murdered, paraded around the streets, and had their throats cut in the center of the square.
Whereabouts is the tavern in relation to us right now? That's the tavern.
No,
Oh,
no,
fuck.
that's.
I thought it
That's
was.
not-
Or was it a different?
I thought
Or
this
is
was
it
the
this one?
tavern.
It's
No, that's
Oh.
the reef.
this is the
Oh.
tavern.
Oh, that's
That's
the
the
tavern.
tavern.
That is the
Okay.
tavern. Gotcha.
Okay, that's not as bad.
What is the? Yeah.
The big
Limited hour.
building there is the I do not know what they call it. It is like a storage space, a
Oh, okay.
warehouse. It's where from the mine they take the things, and she points to this building over here. They refine everything, all the ore, and then there is a warehouse, and that is where we pack up the gold once it is in ingot form.
And have you guys seen any movement at the temple since the beginning?
No. Safe to say, we do not watch it all of the time. We are a little bit more concerned with watching our own doors. The bandits
Makes
have
sense.
attempted several times to break in.
Last.
I have a thought about the tavern. When we potentially get to that point, if we've cleared the most immediate surrounding buildings, we know there are a lot of bandits in there. It may be an idea that we stealthily bar the doors and burn the fucker down.
We have thought of this exact same idea.
I mean, a tavern can be replaced.
If there are no
Could-
innocents within, we want to burn down as many of the buildings as possible.
We don't know
Some of
about
them.
the surrounding buildings. We just came from the stable that had friendly allies and friendlies in it, along
Well,
with
yes, so-
their captors.
Some of the buildings do have innocents in them. I'll
But-
point to this house. Say there is someone there that is being held hostage right now.
Yeah,
false
speaking specifically of the tavern, we know that there were not any friendlies in the tavern when we were there, and it feels like they have it as kind of a more of their own base of operations outside of the.
Were there
Reeves
windows in the
house.
tavern?
Yes.
Because they could just go out the window.
We can surround the place as long as we've cleared our backs and take them out if they try.
I will say, as much as I do appreciate a good fire, that is also another word for that is a signal fire, and then the people in the Reeves house will probably know.
We'd have to get as many bandits in one building as possible.
For nighttime, if they're reveling.
So
If
I
it-
think it's definitely an
Yeah,
option, but I think it could very well backfire.
It
on
could.
us.
It very much could.
I
Think we need to lay something out here, and we need to get moving.
Yes, I think we should just we should check the 3 houses nearby us, and then talk to the monk. And then
Yeah, no, this was an idea for
Regroup after that.
down the
Down
road.
the road, yeah.
Down the road after we've cleared the surrounding area.
Ghibli, is this like just the map thing, or is there actually like a little like cliff face here,
yeah.
and then there's like a way up on this left hand side here?
Yeah, so this is like more of a gravelly sort of like the road is over on this side, and this is more of like a gravelly hill that you'd have to scramble up, but it is, not impossible.
And okay, no, we wouldn't really have that kind of information. No, my vote is for checking this house here, checking the temple, and then going around back if we can.
With the monks,
Best idea.
I think so.
okay.
Okay.
I think we try and move now while with the cover of the hail still. Everyone's inside.
You
let's go.
are told that when you return, she will let you back in so long as it is just your party.
If
What
we
about the
return
monk?
with the monk,
He is welcome as well. And the Peaches sisters.
but
Peach
you
is
said
not
they
the-
might be.
They're in the mine. So nobody else.
The mage
Well,
as well, Malaru. If you are able to rescue him, he would be a very valuable asset.
Mhm.
By any chance where he is being held?
Yes, and she points to the alchemy shop, which is over on the other side of town, over here.
There.
Oh, so there. Who the heck
Here.
picked that other one? You had me worried for a
Here.
sec.
I thought that was where it was.
And we were told to go
Dude.
to the eastern entrance of the mine if we wanted to look for work. So do we try the western entrance to look for the prisoners?
Well, they might have also just been saying, go to the eastern entrance to get some work and we'll make you prisoners. And
That's
do the
true.
work.
They are.
Exactly.
They didn't say
They-
they'd pay for the work. But I think
They
think
told
that's
us specifically the east entrance. May we look
Let's-
at the map of the mine?
Sure.
I say we worry about that after we get the monk here potentially.
Oh, I
say
agree.
we quickly do this. Any more talking loses nighttime.
We
Well,
don't-
it's not nighttime
nighttime
yet.
I mean, we're losing the storm and as well.
Can you see it?
No.
It's-
I'm
You're
gonna have
loading.
to
It's
Drag
loading
yourselves
for
onto
me.
the map to look at it.
Got it.
Sweet.
Okay, mine is frozen at the moment.
It's a big map.
Oh,
So
Wow.
cute.
It's-
We got the dynamic lighting and it's actually working. It's amazing.
I spent a
love
lot
it.
of time on this bitch. There
It's
are
beautiful,
several. Thank you. There are several gold veins. There are several rich areas with gems. We have a packing area where we put the things into barrels and we hoist it up in a winch elevator. In the center is the quarry. I do not know what the bandits have gotten into and not gotten into.
So the bandits are probably just they're going to be littered through this place, and the prisoners also. What did you want to look for, Rainier?
I don't know. My cage is still loading.
oh.
It's
It's not like we'll
it's-
be able to see anything.
Yeah. It's dark right now, Ghibli. I'm not sure if you wanted to since we have the map.
I would-
Just move yourselves around it because if I do dynamic lighting, if I change the dynamic lighting,
Okay,
it's gonna fuck it up.
stuff it all up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I've been.
Yeah,
that's what I've
that's
been
fair.
doing.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I've been
Rainier can do that as well.
walking around. I've made a few laps,
Mm,
getting winded.
getting winded.
Okay, so I think that based
bottom-
on this map,
The bottom
my
of the east
question
entrance,
is:
right?
so there are two entrances that we know of, west and east. This map, do the two connect?
Yeah, and she points to the map and shows you the spot that's comes off the south side of the map and the bottom west. That's the west entrance. This is
Okay.
the east entrance.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They told us to go to the east entrance to look for work to help them clear out the mine. This is while they were still pretending to be normal townsfolk. I think if we're gonna sneak in there, we sneak into the west side. And we work our way through the long way. We'll have to fight all the things in the mine. But hopefully, if with this map, we can work our way through
What do you hope to get in the mine?
the Peach Sisters. We need to find the prisoners that are being kept there. but we don't know where they are being kept in the mine.
Unless you have some information for us.
I just know that the mage has brought monsters into the mine. He has summoned them or conjured them, or I don't really know, but if it's bad enough that the bandits cannot utilize the mine, what can you 5 do?
That is a very solid point.
We can just check the end, see what we see.
I think we go get the monk and then report back and see if we can make a plan to get to the mage. The
Well, there is
alchemist,
that
yes.
entrance that's fairly close to the monk's house. We could quickly check out if you feel confident enough.
I think we should avoid the mines until we're able to talk to the alchemist.
I think
He
so too.
created it. We don't know what we're getting into, and Sadabai
also
has
feel like we
already
should have full
told us
strength.
that, kind of, she's indicated that it's not a good idea.
Yep.
Okay.
I think
Something
we're
about the
ready to
fact
move
that 30 bandits are scared of going in there makes it seem like
Yeah, pretty good no-no zone.
We
considering
fought a
we're
few of
30
these bandits, and
bandits.
they're not made of paper.
Yeah.
So we're going on to the houses now?
Yeah.
To the
Let's
monk?
go. No time like
Yeah,
the present.
One house first, and then the church, temple, and then up to the monk's house.
Okay.
Before we leave, I'll give a bow to the princess, and once again, thank you for your hospitality. We will do our utmost to get allies and help save this town.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do the whole maybe awkward thing of taking her hand and doing the bow and doing it. Kiss the hand.
God.
That's very customary, and she has a very delicate way when you grab her hand, and she seems not put off by this. This is a usual greeting for her. When you kiss her hand, make a perception check.
Make it concept saving
or a sleight of hand. No, just kidding.
Her hand feels clammy and green,
Her
and
knees are
suddenly
weak,
she's a hack.
palms are sweaty, vomit on her sweater already. You
it in a
notice
pocket.
that her nails are short. She's not wearing any jewelry. She has thick calluses and scars and cuts on her hand. For a princess, she doesn't have very dainty, noble woman style skin or hands. You can tell that she's probably a veteran. She's a fighter. She's definitely a tough broad, if you will.
Just gonna take note of that. Look at her and say, maybe one day we can spar.
Perhaps I do not like to use my skills on the weaker.
Think of
Pull out my water skin and pour a bit on the Ashby.
She pulls out a microphone, drops it.
Jeez.
Ashby, you want some fucking water for that band? Jesus.
Goddamn. Alright.
Okay, so if you
Ghibli,
guys...
I would-
In a bit.
Go ahead.
When everyone else leaves, I would like to say to her, ma'am, out of the utmost respect for your station, I would file a petition with the Council of Gnomes and see if you can be revealed the true pronunciation of our home. I think it would go well for you, and I think they would definitely trust you.
I have not been allowed to even go to the Bangataurus forest.
Well, after this, if we become firm allies, I will make it my mission to make sure that we get you to see my beautiful homeland and that redacted sound happens, as I try and say.
Redacted sound happens.
Okay.
She can purely tell that it is Ignis going.
Well, I thank you
Oh, so
very
isn't
much.
he doesn't say anything, he just goes beep.
Like in Kill Bill when they keep saying Beatrix, but it beeps over it. Awesome. Okay. So you guys want to check out this house, the one closest?
Stealthily also.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna have you.
can we stack up and have Rainier be the front man and knocking on the door, so so they're a little less on edge, and then
Wait,
we
knocking on
like
doors? Why are we knocking on
like a
doors?
SEAL team just
Are you trying to like conga line with only him in front, like
yeah,
those,
tallest
No,
to shortest.
like you know those
Yeah,
arm
I mean-
dancers behind one person?
totally the saying in the military is nuts to butts. So
Nuts to butts.
if you-
Okay,
nuts
are
to
we
butts.
traveling nuts to butts, gentlemen?
not traveling, but when we get to the door, we stack
prefer
up
not
along.
to because that's
Well,
usually
where's-
nuts
hold
to
on.
back of head to back
Before-
front of head to butt for me.
Before any of that happens, what side of the building is the door on?
Toward
It's
the lake,
on
it
the. It's a very good question. It's yeah, toward the lake, toward the road.
Okay. Then yes, we can do the nuts to butts thing at the door.
Again,
Okay.
I would still prefer not to do that, but that is my own height speaking.
I'm gonna have
we
you
look through the
guys.
First and see what the going ons is, so we don't bust into a house that has 50 people in it.
Yeah.
And we're just
actually sounds really nice.
finger gunning, and there's like a
This-
like just a ton of guys like.
This
"Oh,
is the
hi."
kind of wisdom that we were missing last week. Thank you, Jibbles.
All right. Roll stealth checks, all of you. Jibs, you have advantage.
Yep, wrapped up tight.
Oh God.
It's the... No, it's not a natural one.
An unnatural one.
Oh god.
Oh god, Ignis, man, you've got a +2. Come on, dude.
No,
Just
it's
roll
majority,
good one time.
good majority.
The three of us already started the conga line.
Majority,
before we even
no.
got to the door.
Yeah, Diastri got a 15.
3
I got
out
a
of
15,
5.
Ethan got a... Yeah, that's majority.
I got a 19.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Heason has advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
We made
So-
Baca give up.
Baca's
As
gone.
you guys approach the house, you're in your nuts to butts line, and you realize that the storm is starting to die down. What used to be golf ball chunks of hail is now like little pea-sized chunks of hail. The wind has picked up quite a bit, and the sky is gray. It is currently like 4 p.m. It's that overcast, like that weird gray light, and you feel decently hidden, although when you walk, you know, from this house to this house, you definitely are out in the open. There's nothing to hide behind. You
Want it as
get,
quick as possible.
yeah, you book
Make
it
a
across.
general look, see if I see anyone.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Yes, look both ways before crossing the
7.
street.
+5.
See everything.
You know, there's
Oh.
definitely still no one is out. You don't notice anyone staring in your general direction. Looks clear. When
Is
you
there
get to the
anyone-
We're good.
house, what do you guys want to do? Looking through the window or knock on the door?
Sending Diastri up.
I'll
To
take a peek in the
look.
window real quick.
We're
Go
just
ahead, roll perception.
That was some lag.
It's completely empty. This house looks like it has been ransacked. There are, you know, piles of broken furniture. The kitchen, the brazier has been tipped over. There's like coal and ash on the floor. There's no sign of life.
Is there
Is there
a room in
anything
the
of
back?
value?
Oh, sorry.
With a 14, I mean, it just looks like a ransacked house. So if it's been ransacked, you can kind of intuit that probably anything of value has been taken.
On to the temple.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Move on to the temple, but the back. Ooh, do we try and?
Is there only the
do we-
entrance that
Just-
faces northwest?
How
Or sorry,
how
northeast?
easy is it to look through the windows that are on the sides?
There are no windows in the temple.
Oh, at
Do we
all.
even-
Okay.
So very hard.
Very very.
Very hard.
I don't even think
we
we
just we just
Do we
circle around the
even
back then.
need- Yeah,
I say we
we
just
can
go
just
in.
circle around the back. We don't need to look into the temple.
I just wanted to like build up Rainier's rage and hate for these bandits so that you'll
It's
have
already
like
big enough.
extra good fighting in the coming battles.
I have already decided that every bandit in this town is going to die.
Yeah, but imagine if you felt that way twice.
Thank you. He's very cool. Should we drag our player?
Where-
token?
Yes,
We are,
I got
um,
you. I'm bringing you right
if
now.
this is the temple, we are
Oh.
skipping it. I think. If this is the temple,
Yeah, because we don't really want to be near the
I
front
think
entrance.
we-
You have
I think
you have persuaded me, good sir.
I only
We
wanted
must
to
do
do
this
that.
simple.
I
We
didn't want to
must
go
do
in
this-
through the front because the front is
I-
facing the road and there's still a building
Yeah.
we haven't looked in. So I
I
didn't
don't-
really want to go on the road unless everyone wants to go.
Nonsense. We go to the temple. Kisan has persuaded me.
No,
No,
yeah,
that was
I'm
me.
trying to
That
persuade
was
you that it's a
Jibbles.
stupid idea.
That was Jibbles
And we're going-
persuading.
The other way.
You guys legitimately just told me we're going to the temple from this other
Yep.
house. So
We're going to the temple.
you guys
yes.
run
We're here.
to the back of the building. There are no windows. You run
Right.
across
Oh.
the west side of the building because that's the farthest away from the town. That's where you would stay the most hidden. And you come across the front. To the north is the cliff face, and atop of that hill is where the monk's house is. The doors to this temple are fully blown off the hinges and just sort of dangling, in the wind. When you
I go
look
in.
inside, you see everything has been smashed. There is a broken fireplace, broken pews, broken altar, 2 statues that appear to have been smashed with a very large hammer, weapon, some sort of thing like that. There's a dead body on the floor. You smell death. You smell rot when you enter.
Is there
I would like to
anything
cast
that
detect magic
Sure. As
as I walk throughout.
as you walk around, you do detect some magic stuff. There is a censer, which is used for incense, like the swinging incense ball. It's pinging your magic sense.
I will pick it up.
Okay.
We'll look at it and say, this is definitely magical, and my knowledge on religious stuff means it is probably useless to me.
I don't think
Paladin?
they're different places of worship. Ignis.
I would have.
Oh, it's
I would have
abandoned.
walked in towards the altar, and standing at the altar, kind of slowly turn around and taking everything in. And I'd like to, looking at the statues, is one the mother and the other the father?
Yeah. They've
I'd like
been
to go
defiled.
going to the statue that was of the mother. I just kind of bend down and pick up a few pieces and try to slowly see if I can see if I can find in chunks that look like they were from the face, and just kind of push them together and see if it can just somewhat, not really knowing what I'm doing. I just want to reconstruct the face of the mother if I can find the pieces.
Do you know anything about stone crafting or anything like that?
I do not.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Okay.
I think if this is gonna, if Heason looks at this and sees that it's gonna take a while,
That would be a 15.
So
he wants to step in.
okay. You're able to puzzle together what pieces need to go where, but you have no idea of how to attach them. They're
I'll just kinda leave
fixable.
them at
It's
a-
fixable, but it's just you don't have the tools to be able to do that. And even if you did have the tools, it's like gluing together a broken, statue. Like it'll never you'd have to re-chisel the whole statue in order for it to be whole again.
Mhm. I'd like to get a close approximation as best as I can tell, and just kind of say a quiet prayer, asking for help in getting this town back. And once the prayer is done, Rainier will stand up and just slowly walk back to the entrance.
Okay, roll a religion check.
7.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Because this is really a temple dedicated to the annoying little brother,
17.
not the mother.
The annoying little brother.
Let's
You
To the
take
kid.
5 force damage as you attempt to reach out to your god, and the ground here has been desecrated. Your prayer, actually, where you're trying to spread goodness and reach out for clarity and purity, necrotic damage, just the energy just envelops you, and it just, as you speak the words and you kneel down and you're trying to do your prayer, you feel hopelessness, you feel despair, and you hear a voice in your head. You do not belong here.
Rip.
Okay.
Hasten's just gonna go clap him on the back and just say, "There's time for this later.
Yeah.
Let's do what we got to do here."
All right.
I'm
Is there
gonna
any
put that
sense at
sensor
all
in
of
my
anything
bag.
alive?
Okay. I'm gonna give it to you, but it's still unidentified, technically, but I'm just gonna put it in your bag so that we don't lose it.
Stealing from the church.
probably
It's abandoned.
All right. I'll yeah, I'll go ahead and leave the temple.
Do you guys want to go up to the north to the monk's house?
yes.
We want to just take the road or like since we're here now, or do we still want to go back the other way?
Whichever way cover.
Faster way.
So the road is the faster way. The that's like the west of the cliff, and then the east of the cliff, and then the west of the cliff is like that rock dirt scramble up.
Like the road's way closer to us right now, isn't it?
Yes.
So it'll be much quicker to just go straight up the road.
Mm-hmm.
The
Alright.
road we go.
Road.
Okay.
As stealthily as possible.
I'm gonna have you guys all roll stealth checks again.
Fuck. Ignis.
God
come on.
damn it!
That would
Give
be
me
a
a good-
0.
Health, not off.
Can I oh god.
You have advantage still.
Yeah, sweet. That's 3 failures, but unless I can crit, nah.
So, like I said, the hail has started to shrink in size. There is not as much of it. The visibility is a lot better. You do, Austihr and Arthur, what's your passive perception?
5th. For
Yeah.
me.
So both of you roll perception checks.
Oh, God.
Another 7.
Okay. Yeah, you guys feel pretty stealthy. You know, Ignis is kind of sloshing his boots, and Rainier's clanking pretty heavily. Even Arthur, you're kind of, getting stuck in some of the mud of the road and just sort of. And you guys make it to the monk's house. When you get there, you see a pretty small cabin style. It is made out of stone. and you guys approach it through the yard on the eastern side. All of the windows have wooden shutters. They've all been shuttered shut. And there's smoke coming out of the chimney.
Who wants to knock?
I'll walk up and knock.
I guess I'll be by his side.
I'll be behind him.
When
Directly.
you knock on the door, no one answers.
Knock again.
No one answers.
Is there any windows? Oh no, we're all shut them.
They're shuttered.
Yeah.
Well,
How
we
thick
got
does
his
the
name,
door
right?
seem? Yeah, how thick
Yeah.
does the door seem? Could I like not yell it like
His name-
super loud and yell his name? Is Weldon?
It's Weldon. Yep.
Yeah, Weldon. I'm just gonna like not super loudly yell, but like loud enough that hopefully anyone inside could hear me, and just say, Weldon, we're here to talk. We've got some things to say.
Roll a persuasion or intimidation. Are you trying to be like scary, open the door? or are
No,
you trying to be
no.
like friendly, open the door?
Just friendly, open the door.
Say that
Alright,
there's a rope.
persuasion.
Does as well.
If you mentions the robe, you can have it with advantage.
Zerobe sent us.
Well,
If I
Arthur
can
was
do
like,
it after
Arthur's
the
like
fact.
helping you. He's like, the robe. That's the robe.
Jesus.
Oh,
The robes. Oh,
I mean, you could have just said it, but I can
No.
use my inspiration anyway.
mention there's a robe.
You
There's
have
a robe
advantage.
with
Just roll
us.
again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna use my inspiration if I
Not
couldn't.
necessary. Just
Good roll, come on.
Oh my gosh.
13. Woo!
after a few
We are rolling
seconds
horribly.
pause, you hear a soft voice from inside, and he just says, "Come in. The door is not locked."
Fuck.
Slowly, gently push open the door.
Yeah, and
Peek my head in.
When
Walk on in.
you
Walk
open the
in.
door, you see a small, incredibly well lit. There are lots of candles on this table as soon as you enter. There's a small prayer rug, and that is where you see the monk. He is sitting cross-legged. He has his back to the door, and as you enter, he turns around and looks over his shoulder at you. Are you here with the bandits to kill me?
No.
you would not dream of it.
I don't think
Here
we
to
could.
try liberate the town.
You see he's got silky long black hair. It's in like a top knot. He's older, but he looks pretty good for his age. Like, he's got signs of wear and tear on his face and like crow's feet and wrinkles, but he doesn't look like a hobbled old man or anything like that. He does not get up from his spot and instead motions for you guys to come and sit with him on his prayer rug.
As we're approaching, I'm just gonna say, like, Zerabai sent us this way.
Just go
We
hang
heard.
out on the rug.
As you could tell, the bandits have taken over the city, and we're here. We were sent to check on the city, on the town, and now we're here. We're thinking of liberating it, and we could use some help.
Well, I see what has transpired in this town, and I've been meditating on the situation for a long time. What is it that you are proposing to
Um,
do? Wow, that wind is crazy out there, huh?
You got Godzilla
Yes.
out there or something?
Sorry, that's just
What?
New Zealand things. You won't understand. Ignore it. Carry on.
well, we're gathering forces at the moment, and we'll discuss things further once we know what our numbers are and what we have at our disposal. We were hoping you would come with us back to Zerabai's house.
We're using that as a gathering place.
I've made a promise to myself, a great solemn vow, to never lift a finger unless it was for self-defense. The bandits have been unable to capture myself or my home, but I know that it is a matter of time before they try again. I can aid you to the best of my abilities, but I cannot choose the path of violence. I noticed that
How
the
many
Zarabs
people-
have successfully fought off the intruders. You say that they are willing to help?
They're willing to send a few to help us fight these bandits, but they will
Conditions.
only do it if we can secure your help.
Along with potentially the mages.
Mawlerz and the Peach Sisters.
What would you have me do?
My question
Help
to
in
you,
any way you can.
in all due respect, sir, how many more people within this town would have to die before you would be willing to fight to save it?
The nature of mankind is very simple. They are greedy. They are here for one thing. If we can give it to them, then they will leave, and we can return to our peaceful lives as normal. There should be no need for bloodshed.
Who can return to their peaceful lives? You?
Yes, and the rest
'Cause
of
we
the
got-
trio.
What of those who have lost people?
That is the way of life. Death, life, rebirth.
So you're all about
Town.
peace.
I was not for a very long time. The deaths of those I have killed stay with me. That is why I made this vow, to never hurt and only heal.
Oh,
is
peace
it-
at whatever
That
the
is-
cost.
There is
That-
a famous dwarf saying that if you want peace, you must prepare for war. And I mean, that's what we're doing now. And I think, like, if you really care about healing and helping, that you would do the same.
That is very wise of you to say. Roll a persuasion check with advantage. That was a good little saying for him.
Where is my thing? Oh,
No!
Nice. Cheeky crit.
You perhaps may have much wisdom for me. I will help your cause. I would prefer not to fight. You said that there are people that you wish to rescue. I am very quick. I can obtain these people, if you would like.
Would be good.
How well
yeah.
do you know the mines?
I've never been in the mines. It is not a place for me.
Okay.
well, we're looking for the
That's-
Peach Sisters and the Alchemist. We don't know the location of the Peach Sisters at this time, apart from they may be in the mines. And the Alchemist, we're not sure if he's being held under lock and key or if, if there's many guards guarding him.
The
But we need
alchemist
Those
is
people.
definitely under lock and key. He is the only one that knows how to refine the ore.
Hmm.
As for the sisters, I know where their father's house is. I do not know if they are in the mines or not.
Would you get these people for us? And bringing them to Zarabai's?
I can either get the sisters or the alchemist.
Fuck.
What do we feel more
Alchemist.
confident in doing?
I think we get.
prefer he go after the. I would prefer allowing Weldon to get Mawlerz, because that's in the center of town. We could.
Well, no, it's not, is it?
It's on the
It's at the
east.
other. Yeah, it's on the
It's-
east side, but it's
it's on the
it's
main
on the
road.
outside.
Arthur, I would
It's on
just
the
like to
main
point
road.
out that Mawlerz is Mawlerz Dawnbane,
Yeah.
just in case
Uh.
that didn't ring a bell.
Yeah. Well, I would also like to go see Mawlerz myself, though, as well.
Well, he's coming. He's going to get the alchemist.
He's going to be
and bring him.
retrieved.
But the thing is, we know where the alchemist is. We could possibly do that ourselves.
Yeah, we don't know where the Peach Sisters are.
We don't know where the Peach Sisters are.
And
that's
if
just
the well,
continue.
here's a counter argument of if the peach, is it peach or peach?
Peach.
Peach.
Like
Okay.
capiche.
Peach is.
Capiche.
Hey.
If they
Hey.
are in the
Yeah.
mines, probably the best way to get through the mines and the monsters would be with the aid of the alchemist who summoned the monsters.
Yeah, we don't go into the mines without already having the alchemist to control or stop those monsters.
Weldon has graciously offered us to get them. I don't think he's going to have trouble getting past. Or
And if
the question is, Weldon, how quickly and how discreetly will you be able to do this? Because the Zerabais said they will not let anyone in if they're being followed.
or if they don't recognize them.
Yeah, or if they don't recognize them.
So they specifically said you, the Peach Sisters, and Mawlerz.
I can run across the surface of water. I can balance on a pole for 12 hours straight on just one foot. I can
Do that
jump.
while carrying two sisters.
They do not need to be carried. The Peach sisters are very hardy folk. I have seen them at work and taught them some of my own archery techniques myself.
Believe you.
Let's put it to a vote.
I think the
Personally,
play is. Okay,
Then I'll
continue.
quickly say, personally, I would like to go retrieve Mawlerz ourselves, if that's all right.
I agree.
His last name is Dawnbane, so you guys sort of can relate how that. I want to go see him first.
I would rather. I vote to get the Peach Sisters ourselves.
My counter to that is we don't even know where the Peach sisters are.
Let's just.
I'm going to agree with that because we were told that they're in the mines, or that's our only lead, and we also know that if we go to the mines, we're likely not coming out.
Yeah, we have to go to get to the mines.
that-
We have to pass the tavern. We have to pass the Reeves house. Everywhere we know that there is congregations of these people. Whereas we can track back the way we came. We can maybe even liberate that the farmhouse on the way, and circle back around and hit the alchemist house.
Plus,
Very
we don't know
well.
how close.
I vote for the alchemist as well. So
Okay, I'm
looks
outvoted.
like that's our course of action.
And I'll also say we don't actually know how many monsters are in the mine or how close they are to the entrances as well. We may get 10 feet into the mine and be pushed out.
And then realize then
Accosted
the
by
sisters aren't even there.
5,000.
So
And the
Land
alchemist is the one
clippers.
supposedly controlling all of these monsters. So once we have him, if we do need to make an attempt into the mines for any reason, then he
Yeah.
can help us.
or he might be able to use the creatures to come outside the mines and assist
Exactly.
us.
All right.
could be
So
another thing as
alchemist
well,
it
yeah.
is.
All right. If you could retrieve the Peach sisters and meet at Zerabai's, well, then we would be greatly appreciative.
Yeah, thank you.
For sure. I can do this, and I shall meet you at the Zerab residence. But do you hear that? And I'm gonna have all of you guys roll persuasion checks. I mean perception. Whoa,
Persuasion.
whoa, perceptions.
Lucky I'm good at that.
You hear that? That's a whole
16.
bunch of lies.
Yeah, man. I just bullshitted you. Roll initiative.
I don't hear shit.
19.
Rainier, you're the only one you can kind of hear noises from Ignis. You're deaf. You're temporarily unable to hear anything.
Just the ringing.
Yeah. The beep, the redacted noise.
Yeah.
You
Wasn't he also jumping in the puddles earlier?
Yeah. You
wonder-
do hear a few light footfalls as the monk gets up. You can tell he's just waiting by the door, and he's ready. He pulls out a quarterstaff and he is just holding it very patiently, waiting. Kind of gives you guys that signal, people outside. Is there anything
As
you guys
I-
would like to do?
I will.
Get ready.
I will
It's been fighting.
stand up
Move to
and
the other
move
side of
with
this
my
table.
sword and shield to the other side of the door.
I'll
Wait a
look
minute.
on the Fox mask and pull out sword and shield.
Oh, I'm
I
actually
guess
gonna move
I'll-
closer because that's
I'll
I'm gonna
way.
start looking through his food source
Yeah.
because I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. You find
I mean, he
that
signaled us.
there's
Yeah, but you also rolled a 0.
My hearing was so like the redacted sound was just driving me crazy that I started seeing dots in my vision.
You were just like
Go.
staring at the food, like
tunnel vision.
you see in the food stores a lot of grains, bread, fruit, things like that.
Any Cinnabons?
Wait, which way
no,
does which way does this door open? Actually, is it like in or out?
out. Doors open out to the outside.
Okay, but does it open from this side or this side?
That strange world that we live in when a door is open out.
It opens from
The door's not often
this
open out?
side. So this part, the left part of the door, would be the one that.
Okay, then I'll be over this side then.
Okay.
I would have come this side because I didn't
I
want to be
started
visible
picking
as
up
soon as the
apples.
door opened.
Like this.
Oh wait, then I would wait. I would. Hey, oh my god, I'm so freaking. I don't want to be visible when the door opens.
Then you're in the
Which
wrong
side?
spot, bud.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay, other side, other
yeah,
side.
okay, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
just having a brain fart.
Yep, no problem. You hear a knock on the door. It's very aggressive, like boom, boom, boom. Monk,
Ignis, fucking.
Monk, we've come for you. And he does not respond, and he just stands there with his quarterstaff ready.
Ignis is his pet monkey.
Agnes, what the fuck are you doing?
Just hears "Ee." After a flashbang.
You guys want to do anything?
I'd
or-
like to
I'll
say
stay
out loud. I would like to say, the door's unlocked, but he's not alone anymore.
Oh no. We should have waited till they come in.
You should have waited till they came around.
Oh no, I'm not opening the door. They can open it.
They don't have to open it. They just have to go get other people.
That gives us time
I
to get
guess.
out and run.
Yeah, and put the town on high alert, and then have
Yeah.
everyone watching.
Roll me an intimidation check, Rainier.
Absolutely.
Oh god.
11. What is with these rolls tonight?
Can't roll
Well,
over. Can't roll over a 10.
with that, I'm gonna say everyone should roll initiative.
Mm-hmm.
God,
No!
I hope Weldon's actually really fucking quick and can chase these guys down.
Just combat starts, and then
Oh.
just this is like it's his turn. Like, okay, cool, they're all dead. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm hoping there's another Jenny
You're
situation
forgetting-
about to happen right now.
He's...
Oh, you're right. I hope that's for the bandits.
Nope.
Fuck.
Yeah, the guy who has no idea what's
The
going
bandits
on.
get
Rolled
it.
highest for
Oh.
initiative.
God! Ignis. Whoa. How is Ignis the least aware but the most prepared?
I argue we should roll a disadvantage. No.
Oh, it's a fucking
No.
magic apple.
So, quick question. Do you guys want to take our break now since we're like 8 minutes from break and then we can resolve this when we come back from a little 5-10
Yeah.
minute break?
Yep.
All
Sounds
right.
like a plan.
And so, with that, you guys give us 5 to 10 minutes while we go pee and refill our coffees or whatever else anyone else has to do. And when we return, we will see what happens with the bandits at the door.
Hopefully we don't die.
So...
Hopefully they don't run back and alert the whole town. Back into the game. We're big slinging.
Bing slinging. All right. That being said, we're going to start an initiative. Right now, Ignis, you are up.
I've selected the biggest and the juiciest apple from the bunch.
Uh-huh.
And I take a big bite out of it.
Yep. That's a free item interaction. Go ahead.
I look at my companions and I'm like, what are you all doing? And I'm going to end my turn.
Fucking
Oh,
idiot.
All right
That's
then.
fair. He did roll a 0.
I have no idea what's going on.
You
I did
were-
not hear any of that.
warned, but all right if that's what you choose to do, not a problem.
Sorry, with a natural 0, I noticed nothing.
Alrighty then.
He didn't even hear us warning him. He was that oblivious.
He must have been like
I mean,
bombing
do you
for
see
apples in
this
that
apple?
barrel.
Do you see
No, we
this
can't.
apple?
actually
We
can't.
can't
We
see
actually
the apple.
can't see the apple. There,
Don't
Yeah,
do it, look at it.
Stop doing
He's
that.
gone.
Okay.
Ignis is gone.
Alright.
Well, with
The
that,
bandits turn.
the
Oh, God.
monk opens up the door and he just stands outside, and you can see now he's opened the door up all the way. You guys are actually behind the door, you three that are standing here on this side.
Oh,
Yeah, I tried to explain that the door opens
I-
the other way, but it's cool.
I thought you said outward. Oh god. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I,
me
was
too.
I thought he was just gonna let them in. Honestly, but it won't.
Nope, it's fine. We're hiding behind the door. That means that we can get a surprise attack.
Well, no, you just said he's not alone, so they're not really surprised. But that
Yeah, really surprised.
Ignis back there is in plain sight, so they don't know how
Eating
many.
an apple.
anyways, so he stands out there and looks to the bandits. There's a bandit captain, and he says nothing, and he just sort of, does like that kung fu, like. And
We can't see any of because the door's
Well, I did say
He
the
does a
door
good
opens
job.
out,
Oh,
actually, so
okay.
you guys
Oh,
aren't
okay, yeah,
hidden.
sorry.
These two dudes on this side are hidden, but you see that there are two bandits through here, and
Okay.
they are going to, on their turns, obviously rush him, and he's going to see that they are ready for a fight. And after being persuaded by you, He-Sun, he will take an attack on the first bandit.
Shit, he's going in.
Let's see it.
Woo!
It's a +7. That's good.
Okay,
Good to-
and
Wow.
that bandit will take 6 damage as you hear the whack, and you hear a crack as the quarterstaff breaks a bone, and he will continue with his flurry of blows since he's got one of those, and he's actually
Gotta fuck him
going
up.
to move over here to do that. So first one, unarmed, hits. And you watch as he hits with the quarterstaff, and then one of his legs comes up and just kicks the dude. Blood and teeth fly out of his mouth as this bandit drops to the ground. And he will turn to the other one and do another attack. Same deal. And he just sort of stands there, ready to try to deflect blows as they come to him. And that will bring us to Rainier. You're up.
He's fucking him up.
Yeah, I see that, and I am. Can I rush in and stand atop the dead body to hit the other guy?
Yeah, you sure can.
Perfect. Well, I'll disappear behind that token, but I'm gonna put myself in the wall. But I'm on the.
Okay,
guy.
so when you need to stagger yourself, oh, I see what the problem is here. Okay, well, yep, all right, you're technically on top of that. Go ahead.
Awesome.
It's a pretend game.
And I am going. Yeah. And I am going
in the
to
sewer stuck in the wall.
follow up with just an attack with my longsword.
Righteous.
It's 14.
14 hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Fantastic.
8 damage.
11.
Oh.
All right, how do you want to kill this bandit?
Nice.
I would like to rush in and just do a quick swipe down. Easy decapitate with the head kind of rolling off onto the ground in front of the monk.
Very cool. Blood splurts from the jugular and kind of covers you and part of your armor in a shower of sanguine sprinkles.
You gotta paint that thing red.
Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I would. I know that we've already persuaded the monk, but Rainier just feels the need to add on to it and turning after having killed the guy, I'd like to look the monk in the face, like in the eye, and say, the question that you should be asking is not whether or not you will fight, but what you consider worth fighting for. If the answer is self-defense only, that is really selfish. Protect those who need it, sir. And then I'm going to turn and face the, well, now the door, just blocking my vision, but I'm going to stand there at the ready.
Okay. That will bring us to Arthur.
Am I able to make it in range of this guy here at all with my
Yeah.
movement?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can get about just on this side of him here.
Yep.
And I shall make an attack with my short sword.
Okie dokie.
17.
Definitely hits.
I'll pump in a fire rune on that as well. So he takes 8 points of piercing damage, and then it's 2d6 fire damage, I believe. Yep, 2d6. And so as I strike him, you see the rune on my sword sort of flash and light up, and as I strike him, fire bursts out of his wound and then wraps around his arms, and he has to make a strength save here.
Strength?
Well, restrained by the circle.
Fucking
Oh, got a
brutal,
six.
He
man.
fails
so-
anyway.
This is a
So
fucking
I-
brutal ability, man.
Oh,
So he takes 7 points of fire damage, and at the start of each of his turns, he'll take another 2d6 fire damage, and he'll keep taking it until he can escape. Otherwise, it lasts for 1 minute.
What's this
And
thing about
then-
restrained?
He's restrained. He can't move.
Oh my
He's
god!
like shackled to the ground by
And
fire.
fuck it, I'm going to action surge and attack again.
Pink guy.
23 to hit,
That hits.
and that's another 11 points of piercing damage.
Excellent. As you swipe at him, you stab him through the kidney. The second attack, you swipe at him and you get him in the leg. The rune, the fire rune, these shackles come up, and you watch the pain on his face as his ankles are being singed and burned. The bottom of his trousers start to smoke. He is in agony, but he is not yet bloodied. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
That'll be my turn.
All right.
I'll stay right there as well.
The bandit, seeing this, seeing his two other companions absolutely just get slaughtered, is going to attempt to dash. You may take an attack of opportunity, Arthur.
Yep, I'll definitely take that. Natural 20.
Go ahead and roll damage. Holy smokes.
So he takes 13 points of piercing damage.
13 points of piercing damage. And as he turns to flee, you swipe him in the back. You actually cut through the bone. The vertebrae snaps, and he crumples in a pile on the floor.
Oh yes.
Well
I'll just say,
done.
none of you were going anywhere.
Then
Arthur
it's
just saved this shit.
gonna be this dude's turn, and he is it's an action for him to try to make the strength check to get out.
Is it? Oh, I guess it would be,
Because he's restrained. No,
Mr.
it's at the
Seed on
end
the
of
strength
his
save.
turn.
yeah, at the end of his turn, he can make the save, yeah.
But he
Oh, he
takes
takes
damage
the-
at the start of its turn.
Yeah, so he takes another 2d6 fire damage
All
at the
right, go
start of
ahead,
his
roll
turn.
damage.
That's 8 points of fire damage again.
Okay.
Oh, he's still alive.
And since he can't do the save until the end of his turn, he is going to attack you, Arthur, and
Bring it on.
he's going to hit you with his scimitar, or attempt at least.
Miss.
Miss.
Yep. And miss again.
And third attack.
That one hits.
Okay.
Is it disadvantage if he's restrained?
I don't think so.
Mm,
Is restrained just no
it's
movement?
Just no movement.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can't. You just
Piercing?
can't move.
Yeah, that's the point of
Is that
restrained
crazy?
is that you can still attack while you're in it. Chat, am my volume better now, or am I still too quiet? 5 piercing damage to you, Arthur. He's done. You are up.
Attack rolls
Oh
do
wait, no,
have
he needs to make a
disadvantage.
strength save to get out.
Yeah, you can make a
Attack
strength
rolls
save.
You have
So
disadvantage.
12 or higher. 12 or higher.
Oh, then yeah, he misses. Okay, good.
Oh, he misses all of them. Okay, cool. I don't take that damage. Just block, block, block. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to click that. And he doesn't succeed.
Okay.
It's 12 or higher.
I'm just gonna bust out the door, action to dash as well, and I'm busting out, and everyone's dead, and I'm just like, except that guard, and I'm just looking at him. And that's all I
Yeah,
can
he's
do.
currently
My turn.
burning.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Diastri, you're up.
All right. I'm just gonna, at this point, kind of just casually walk out and look at the bloody mess around me. Look at the guy that's stuck and
On fire.
on fire, and just be like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And I'm gonna just break out my rapiers and go to town.
Okay, that is a miss.
Yeah,
You have
straight.
You have advantage on attack rolls because he's restrained.
Correct.
Oh, I do. And
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
if I were to like, can I be there and have flanking or no?
You
I
just
mean,
have advantage. It doesn't matter. He's
just
restrained.
because he's still restrained. I just meant like if he breaks free.
Don't roll another
down the
natural one.
road.
Don't roll another natural one. Don't roll
Do
another
not
natural
have
one.
one. Don't.
Don't not.
I don't ever do that.
Do it.
That's a miss. Okay.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
69 though. 69.
Hey,
though.
nice.
All right, where's my other rapier? All right, let's try again. And do I get that was the other reason for flank, is whether or not I got
It doesn't
sneak
matter.
attack.
Someone is within 5 feet, so the first time that you do
Oh, right,
damage on
right.
your turn, if you can actually hit the guy,
if I can actually hit the
Oh
guy.
my god.
roll
Come on.
again because you have advantage.
Come on.
A
There you
19
go.
finally hits. Yes, go ahead.
Now.
Roll damage.
Maybe you should try the
Damage.
bow.
You should try
5 piercing, 3 sneak,
Stabby stab.
8 to
poke
this
poke.
dude. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn? As you attempt to hit him with a scimitar and he's ducking and dodging and weaving, and you actually clank up against the back of the stone wall, and you're able to, with your other hand, come up and get him right in the, side of his abdomen, and you feel the warm blood rush out and leak down the hilt of your dagger onto your hand. He is officially bloodied.
I'm just gonna look at him and kind of laugh a little bit, and that's it.
All right, that will bring us to Ignis.
Looking up from my apple, which has now been completely devoured, I will
In
walk
6 seconds.
gingerly up
It took him 6
and
seconds.
look at the guy who's currently shackled by fire and say to him, "You probably should have refrained from coming, because now you're restrained from leaving."
Oh
And cast vicious mockery.
my god. Please. It would be so amazing if that killed
It's a
him.
whiz save.
Imagine.
It's not going to kill him, but
He
Well, he's
fails.
really-
he takes
he's
the
really
psychic
hurt.
damage as you hear him go, "Oh, that was so bad!" Oh.
he also now has a disadvantage on the next attack roll, which he already had. But you know what?
Good. Double the disadvantages. Great.
How about just fucking?
It was just a very punny moment.
It was. The Weldon will run and jump and actually run along the side of the stone wall and land on the other side of the restrained dude and kind of like land in like that really cool like kung fu stance. And he's going to hold the guy up and actually pull him so that the shackles that are coming out of the ground to restrain his ankles are now taut. And he's holding him up by like the scruff of his neck. And he's like, "Tell me, where are the Peach sisters?" And he's going to roll a cheeky little,
I'd be very intimidated.
cheeky
I would be
little
too.
intimidation. He's not very intimidating though, because he's a peaceful dude. And
He's like cleaning and brushing off the blood from the face as
Okay,
he's
wait,
holding him up.
Please,
like-
just.
Tell me where they are.
Sorry, your
Tell
hair's
me.
blocking your face.
Tell me where they
Yeah,
are.
sorry. Hey, your hair's on fire. Let me put that out for you.
And because that did not work, he is, I guess, going to just, do a little stunning strike with his quarterstaff, and that's gonna be his extra attack. So that's all. He's a little. Oh, okay, that definitely worked.
Ooh.
Goddamn.
Definitely
For
smack that boy.
4 bludgeoning damage to this guy as he's brought back down to his feet, and now he has to make a strength save. He did not succeed. He is now knocked prone. Or no, I'm sorry, he's not knocked prone. He's stunned until the end of the turn. So he's stunned, restrained. He's got all kinds of issues. That brings us to Rainier.
Where did I even get to? Oh, no, I can't. Okay.
I'll walk up to the guard, and I'm gonna look at everyone and just ask, do we keep him alive for questioning or not?
I mean, if it will help Weldon find the Peach sisters.
Yeah, I agree. He
Sounds
was trying
like
to
a
ask
plan.
him before. We can get him to talk.
I'd like to get down to where my face is level with the stunned, restrained, bleeding bandit captain, and I'm going to just whisper very quietly so that he can hear and no one else can. I can make your death very, very slow and painful, or very quick and painless if you tell us where the Peach sisters are. It's your choice.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
I would like to make a perception check to hear this.
That's pretty good. Nice,
He
man.
points
Real good,
to
Mr. Ross.
the
You're
east
so far away, Ignis.
tunnel of the mine and just sort of very weakly and meekly points in that direction. He doesn't say anything.
Just
Tec-
towards the eastern tunnel of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I look
yeah,
up.
that's
I
right.
would like to look at Weldon. I was like, "That's your entrance. Good luck." And I will then try to behead the bandit captain.
Okay, roll to hit with advantage.
I will two-hand this one.
All right. Ned Stark.
Nice.
Yes!
Return.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude!
Two
He's gonna
crits.
look
Let's
like
go.
he's gonna look like a beast doing it.
All right, go
Ain't
ahead
no
and
doubt about it.
roll your damage.
Roll that damage.
13. And I would
Nice,
like.
nice.
Can I add in a divine smite? Or it's that would be 2d8 or 4d8 if I add that in. I'm willing to do it.
You may add in a divine smite, sure.
Okay, I'll go ahead and it's 4d8. I didn't check the thing first, so I'll just do it manually here.
That's fine.
24 extra damage.
Okay, how do you want to behead this guy?
Clean and painless. I'm a man of my word.
Okay. As you come down with a very well measured strike, you feel as everything severs, the arteries, the windpipe, the vertebrae, the head comes off and rolls at your feet, and the monk looks up at you, half in admiration and half in disgust, perturbed that it had to come to violence.
He started it.
I will clean my sword on my cloak before sheathing it, and I will look at Weldon and say, it's not about who dies, it's about who is able to live longer because this one is dead.
He uses the dead bandit's cloak to wipe off his quarterstaff in his hands.
So where have you been putting the bodies? Is it just a pit in the back?
I look suspiciously at the apple.
It's not actually an. Is it actually an apple or is it human flesh?
Just minor illusion. He's like, oh crap.
Ah, shit.
Oh well, still
Good.
finishes
He's
it.
He just kicks it with his foot. He kicks one of the bodies and it rolls off the edge of the cliff and just lands, boom, on the bottom of the cliff.
Before he kicks the head of the main bandit down, I want to try to pull a tooth for Canary.
Okay, go ahead, roll survival.
Does he
think-
deserve a tooth?
Canary only
Whoa.
takes the teeth of his own kills, I think.
Yeah,
It's a gift.
you're able to do that. Go ahead. You can take a bandit tooth.
While he's doing that, may I make a perception check just to see if anyone noticed the fight or if anyone else is wandering around,
You sure, man?
just in general? Thank you. 18.
Pat these guys down for any keys too.
You do not
Right.
see anyone out on the streets. The hail has pretty much ended. It's just that kind of like drizzly, misty rain right now. Visibility isn't amazing, but you do not see anyone that's actually out on the streets. However, from the Reeves house, you do see people peering through the windows from the second floor.
They look like. Can I tell if they're bandits or no, or do I just see people?
It's too far away. You kind of just see like the silhouette and like, you know, the hand kind of trying to peer out of the window.
I'll look over at Weldon and be like, "We're being watched from the second story. I don't know whether those are bandits or whether those are civilians in there."
I can.
And
I can
I'll
try
say
and
that
take a
loud
look
enough so the
with my-
entire so the entire party hears as well. Oh yeah, take a look
Yeah.
at your.
I was
Take
gonna
a
say,
look.
if
And
I
I'll-
overhear
I'll
that,
point it-
I can take a look with my spyglass.
All right, roll. with
Yeah, and I'll point
advantage.
it out to him and try help him see.
And they're definitely looking. You're gonna make it that obvious?
Well, I'll just sort of.
I mean, if they're already looking at us, they're
They're
looking
already
at us.
looking.
You might as well know who's looking at us.
Yeah, but I mean, like
people.
them knowing that we know that they're looking is like.
But they'll know that we know that they know that we are
Hold
looking.
on.
And if they know we know that they know that we know, then
Then they're
they
going
might
to
Yeah,
know.
know.
but then if,
Yeah,
but then if
and they
they know
might
that we
double
know
the
that they know
guards.
that we know that they know that we know, then that's all over the place, man.
They might double the guards though. I don't know.
We don't know.
Crack out your 8 foot long.
All right, are you gonna
spyglass
roll
and-
with
and
advantage or
shoot
not?
people.
Roll
Let's
with
go.
the
Yeah,
spies.
what-
Jeez Louise.
What's the
Hey,
You see a woman.
This is
She's in
this
the
is
she's
the
in the
primo.
window. She's got curly blonde hair. She's young, like 18, 19.
What do your elf eyes see?
There's some young chick looking out the window at us. That's it. I don't see any bandits. That's
All right.
just
That-
some chick.
Very
Yes, I don't know,
elegant. Is she
bandits,
wearing armor or yeah? Bandits can only
Yeah,
be
are you
men, guys.
making an
It's fine.
assumption on her
Bandits are not
status
allowed
as
to
a
be young
bandit?
women. That's
She doesn't look like a bandit.
The best
from what I
bandits
Because she
are
has
young
blonde
women.
curly. Because she has blonde curly hair. What makes her not a bandit?
He asked her.
It's all-
I know,
it's all
I
the
know.
front.
They're called bandits, not mandits, you sexist pig.
Elves, dude. Fucking elves.
How is this
Actually, we're not-
young 18-year-old
forget-
girl dressed?
don't forget, he's a young elf. He doesn't know the world
Wow,
yet.
Yeah.
so you only care about her looks. You don't care about what's inside.
How is she dressed? What is she wearing? Can't tell from what she is inside from a quarter mile away or whatever we're at.
Fortunately, next week the Astro will not be joining us. He is being cancelled, and we will not talk about him further. Carry on.
Mr. Baca is no longer allowed
no.
to stream.
She's wearing a frilly blouse and she has a bruise on her cheek and a black eye.
Bitch is beaten.
Wow.
She's wearing a dress. She ain't no bandit.
We can't laugh at that. We can't laugh at that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty
I'm not
rough.
laughing.
Alright.
It's just more shock.
Okay, I think the quicker we get this town. Oh,
Alright.
Let's
we
let's,
should
let's
motion
go
like,
save her. She
shh.
needs. She looks like she needs saving.
Well, we'll work our way
Wow,
to
so
it.
you don't think she's capable of saving
Oh no,
herself?
shut up! Alright,
Now
moving
shut
on.
the fuck
Jesus
up.
Christ.
Fucking hell, dude.
Just real.
The
cool.
monk takes off, speed of light. He's faster than anyone you've ever seen before. Leaps and bounds. He makes his way. Before you can even like start heading off in your direction, he's already out of sight, ducking behind buildings.
Is it like what Batman does? We turn around, he's just gone. He's like, oh, I guess he's good. Yep. Okay, well,
All right.
let's go to Mawlerz. Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
go,
I
go,
do
go,
want to
go.
point out
This
that
one went
entire
Can we go to
that
the
entire sequence gave us a hype train. Just saying.
Yeah.
Chat.
Can we
go-
Yeah.
can we go- Do we want to go the long way, guys?
Yes,
Are
we
going
want to go the long way
Alright,
around.
I'm bringing you
Alright.
guys back to the town
Yeah.
map so you guys can point out
We
to
might
me.
go like this way, down this way, and then like.
We basically want to just
Back
go
the way we
backtrack
came.
exactly the way
Yeah.
we came, and
then
circle
up
around
to
to the
where it
alchemist
is.
house.
Because the
Okay.
alchemist house is like this one, right?
It's-
Yeah. that
yeah.
one.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could actually. Could we go around this rock here and kind of approach it from like this side right here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think
I
we
mean,
should
then it's just
maybe
this building that we have
before
to
we
worry
pass those two main houses here, maybe we stop at the stable where we started
Oh, yeah.
and just give them a little scope out before we run past them to that rock.
Okay. Are you
I'd-
guys trying to do this stealthily?
We would like to try. Do it stealthily.
Trying, yes.
Okay, then go ahead and roll your stealths.
Nice, Diastri. That's good. Good.
Okay,
Good job, Diastri. Proud of you.
I'm just carrying the team here.
please,
I'm
please,
still
please.
I'm
Next.
still
No!
am I still
Got my
advantage?
stealth
Like
roll.
Yes, your cloak is giving you
yes,
advantage.
sweet.
Well,
Yeah,
apparently
wrapped
I'm
up
carrying
tight.
Arthur and Rainier so far.
Nice. Good rolls.
Oh.
Majority
Even.
fails.
Guys are
Yeah.
getting kind of heavy now.
You are able. Oh snap! You guys, at some points, you feel as though you're being very noisy. You're attracting some attention. You do see that there, as you're coming down the cliff, there were two other like thugs, and they have seen the monk run off. They heard the sound of the battle. They watched as the bodies were pushed and rolled over the cliff, and they are currently running
Andrew.
down the road.
Not me, Andrew, sorry. Fucking Weldon.
But they are not looking at you. They do not notice you. They are just hoofing it.
Which
They're
way are
running
they
from
hooking it
where?
to?
They're running down the road this way.
So they're going this way?
Mm-hmm.
Where the arrows pointing?
South toward
Okay.
the Zarob's house.
Yeah, south on the road.
Alright, we'll keep that in mind. Shall we... Do we want
We
to
move a
intercept, or
big-
do we...
I don't think we can
mean,
at this
You
pace.
said there are how many of them? We see two?
Two.
But like we're far. Like if we're up the top here, they're down here. Like
Yeah,
I don't
can't
think we
do
catch
that.
I
at
don't
this
think we can catch them.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think
just
we
keep moving.
We just gotta go.
We'll see where they
gotta
go.
go.
Keep an eye... I'll keep an eye on them and see
Okay.
where they go.
They're gonna make a turn down this road,
Ooh. That's a
and are you guys continuing to try to go around the, the way that you came, the back way around the
Yeah,
town?
I don't think it's a good idea to run into the center of town after them.
yeah, I don't think so either, if I'm honest.
Yeah, at this point.
But
no.
maybe we can go a little bit quicker.
I think at
Um,
this point we've proven that we're not stealthy, really, so we should
What do you mean?
make more time.
I'm pretty stealthy. The Astri's pretty stealthy. The rest he is.
Agnes is just over there playing in the puddles again.
all right, you guys are able to make it back to the stables. Are you gonna pop in and check in with Vanarai?
I don't think we have time to do that now. I
Yeah.
think we need to keep going.
All right.
We just-
As
Well,
you
we
pass
pass
by
by
one
the
of the
windows if we
windows,
look by.
yeah, they kind of give you like a, "You're doing great. Keep it up,
Look
champ."
in the tooth.
Yeah.
Can I
Give us a C.
peep
Give us a
those
hi.
two houses like right here?
Which two houses? I'm sorry. Ping them again for me.
Yeah, these two here right by the stable, just north of the stable.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe we just cut straight
Um,
up from there
Just before we
You-
run,
instead of
because we
going
move
around.
Yeah.
You see, the first house, actually, the door is busted open, and all the windows, there's broken glass and broken shards of, like wood frame and everything. Signs of a struggle. You can see a blood trail where a body was dragged out. It appears to be pretty empty, and no one is inside. However, the second house, it's a very small shack, and it has a closed and locked door, and you hear crying from the inside.
I've heard that before. Don't go in there.
I've seen the first Spider-Man movie. I know how this ends.
We don't.
But it's
I
a
would
person in danger.
I would love to help them, but we've got bigger problems. We may be busted unless one of you want to just poke your head in real quick, see what's up. If they're being attacked, we
Dude.
help, but if otherwise we keep going.
Diastri?
Yeah, can I just
How close are we now to it?
yeah,
If we
where are
keep
we in
moving.
relation to
We
that
just
house? Like,
we just
You're-
passed here, so
Yeah.
we're probably in this area or like somewhere.
If you
If-
guys are trying to go around the backside of the rock,
I don't think we
you
need-
guys
I don't think
are
we need to
like
now.
right here, and you're going around the backside of the rock here now. So
Yeah.
you hear that it's very loud, very audible as you come across the way.
there any other sounds in there? Of, like anyone else in the house?
Roll a perception check.
These roll good. 22.
You hear like a shut up. Whoopsh.
Okay, no, I can't. No, there's someone else in there attacking someone. We can't leave that.
Yeah, we gotta.
No,
Yes,
we
it's
can't.
a child being hit. Let us go.
I have no idea. I just hear crying. Let's go.
Oh, good.
Going for the
We
house.
can't.
Let's just
What's
not
the
even.
boys?
Let's
I
not
go
even.
charging in.
Sure, Ignis goes first.
Okay.
Okay,
Let
let's
me
stop up. Let's go. Are we
Door's
stopped
locked.
up?
We throw Ignis through the window.
throw Ignis through the window.
The
Oh,
little
no.
the gnome package.
If I hear a little kid getting beat,
It's like
I
a
have no problem
grenade.
going through the window.
It's like a
Yeah.
grenade through the window, but instead it's an Iggy Pop.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
It's just like the scene from the Lord of the Rings, where it's just toss me.
We throw him in, and he's just
Somebody
Eldritch.
else.
Here's what we do. We throw him through one window, and he goes out the other side. But while he's inside the building, he throws an Eldritch Blast. So it's just gnome flying through. Eldritch Blast flies out.
All right, I'm not
Sounds
doing
like a good way to get the citizen killed.
dynamic lighting right now, so we're just. This is the only. This top floor is the floor that you guys are going to see, and the floor to the left is not within your field of vision. Sounds good.
Got it.
The
Alright.
one. Okay.
Sounds beautiful.
So
So this is the bottom floor then, the one we're at right now.
yeah, that's
And
like
then
the
left.
ground floor, and
Yeah, so we can see this, but we can't see the left.
yeah,
Okay.
you can't see the
Got it.
left square.
No problem.
There's a window to the south of the door, and the door itself is a wooden door. If you would like to look in, you can.
I think
Take
at
a
this
little
point,
peeky
if we
peek.
know,
I said
I
I
was just
charge in.
I was gonna try to bust the door down with Ignis.
Okay, go
Is
ahead
it
and roll a
locked first?
strength
All right.
check.
Is it open?
No, it's locked.
Strength check.
I will
Alright.
help. I will help Rainier. With my big muscular gnome arms.
18.
You
Do
have
I get
'cause I'm
advantage or
helping.
is not?
Hey, that's insulting.
Sorry.
He just
I'm a
uses
gnomish
the
knight.
Ignis as a battering ram, like the SWAT thing. He just
No, an 18 is enough to break down the door. You kick it open and it splinters. When you look inside, there is a man who is sleeping on the couch and another one that comes up from a door in the corner. The house itself is incredibly ravaged. There's a pile of debris. There's half-eaten food. There's a bed with a backpack. There's a bunch of empty things of like baskets where food was. The chamber pot has overflown. You could tell that these people have just completely destroyed this house. There are some barrels of wine that have probably been fully drank, broken bottles, broken glass everywhere. Oh,
Rip Arthur.
Looks like there's
Arthur.
a party in here.
Well,
He just messaged. His PC crashed.
oh no.
are you? Oh no.
Oh, there he is.
Coming back.
Oh, he's back.
Whoa.
Welcome
just-
back.
Does
Well,
anyone
we're
want to
good.
do anything
Things.
first?
I'd like to rush in and attack the guy sleeping.
Okay, well, he's not sleeping. He was
Oh.
he's just on the couch, but like as soon as you kicked open the door, I just want to know if anyone wants to do anything outside of initiative, because it's going to be initiative unless there's something
Oh,
else anyone
gotcha.
wants to do.
To
Reach for
identify
the
who the
sky.
person crying was.
You do not see the person crying, but this guy is coming up from a door in the corner.
It wasn't the guy on the couch crying.
He does not appear to have tears on his eyes. No,
Does anybody look drunk?
they both look very drunk.
Always a good sign.
Good party.
Nope.
All right.
All right, roll initiative.
Get some fucking initiative on the
Let's
board,
go.
boys.
Initiative.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
That's a solid. That's a solid one. I love how it's not a crit.
Arthur,
fail.
do you want me to roll for you since you're probably just loading up?
Arthur, oh god,
Oh, he's
Oh,
frozen.
he's frozen. He's frozen.
He's
He's
dead.
frozen.
Just roll
I'm
for
gonna
him.
roll for him. Oh no.
At least he had the decency to freeze with his camera up.
Yeah, thank you.
So that it didn't-
Thank you.
We
so
love
that
you,
it
Arthur.
didn't mess with anything.
All right, that will bring us to Diastri. You are up as these two fine gentlemen see you get ready for battle.
What are they doing? Like, what's their reaction? Oh,
Damn
no,
it.
there he goes.
Oh no.
Yeah, his PC's proper crash now, I think.
Jeez Louise. All right, let me try to fix cams. Oh, that's not it. Gosh damn it.
This is why I just put the whole Discord in my cam thing, so it's like...
It's just the hardest for me. Anyways, go ahead, Diastri. What would you like to do? They're ready for
I was-
battle. They're standing up. They're getting their shit together. You know, pulling out
They're
weapons.
drawing weapons, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Oh.
So I'm going to just then run up to this guy. Is he still laying down on the couch? Like, does that give me advantage if he's still
No,
laying down?
he's getting up from the
Oh,
couch.
he's
He
get- he's
was
getting up, alright.
laying on the couch.
In
And
his drunken stupor, he's standing up. I'm going to run up and draw my swords.
Okie
I've been
dokie.
drunk before. I know how long it takes to get off the couch.
While he's attempting to stand up in his drunken stupor. Give him a little pokey poke with my rapier.
He could be a good guy. We don't know.
You think he's a good guy? Okay.
He's drawing
be.
weapons.
Alrighty then. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to fix cameras. Oh my gosh. To that dude.
Just say it. He's
Over
the
there?
only one with a different
16.
kind of token.
Does that hit?
It will hit, but he whips out his sword and he parries you, and so therefore it does not.
Oh,
All right, then I'm going to use my bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okie
this guy's a
dokie.
drunken master.
Oh shit. Where's Wilton when you need him?
Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Nope.
Right. Well, Arthur is going to rush in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I don't know what his attacks are, so he's going to take the dash action and go the rest of his full movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over just in the direction of the other guy that's in the corner, and that will be his turn, bringing us to Ignis.
I am going to walk in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I just want to see if that's close enough. It is definitely not right now, but I'm going to cast everyone's favorite Eldritch Blast at the one by the wooden door.
Okay. 1 second.
I
tried.
No,
tried.
unfortunately, your blast goes wide as you are searching for the sound of the crying, and that's about that. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
I would like to say, come on, come at me.
Okay.
Ignis's character just took a weird turn.
Let's,
I don't like children being beaten up.
Let's have you roll an intimidation check. I want to see if it aggroes him or if he'll still go for Arthur. All right. Well, then, in that case, he's going to be like, okay, and he pulls out a heavy crossbow. And he's going to attempt to shoot at you, but he's going to miss because he's kind of drunk and he's like, ugh, and he like takes a minute to get the crossbow, but he's a little tipsy and he sort of tips on, and he's going to chuck the crossbow on the ground and take his full movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to try to rush towards you, but that's as far as he can make it, which will then bring us to this guy who is in front of Diastri. Diastri, you see as this dude that has just parried your attack, with his scimitar, is going to attempt to swipe at you. A 7 is going to miss.
Miss.
A
Keep rolling
13
like that.
is
Miss.
and he has in his offhand a dagger. That's also a miss, as he's drunkenly getting off the couch, as everyone likes to tell me how difficult that is, and he's like, ugh. And that will bring us to Hisan, you're up.
I can vouch for that.
Push inside the door. I'm gonna move just like 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna look up at Ignis, like going to move that way, and then I see that dude running towards him, and I'm like, 20, 25, move down this way.
So that's the trick. That's the trick to get you away from me. I see.
And I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers. Actually, I'm going to cast Mind Spike on this guy right here, the one that's just
That guy?
getting up off the couch. Yeah.
Okay. What save is that for him?
Oh, sorry. I should have actually just clicked it. So where is it?
Beep beep boop.
Is it working? Oh, sorry.
So it's a whiz save for him.
Whiz save, yes. DC 13. Pray. I bet you this is the one time she rolls well. Oh,
No, he
thank God.
fails. Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 14 psychic damage, and I'm locked onto him if he tries to run.
Okay. Excellent.
Sorry.
And that's
the
it
sound
for my
effect
turn.
that this two
14. Okay.
makes.
And then that will bring us to you, Rainier. You are up.
Right. I will. First off, I'll step in. Hold on. I just remembered. I was about to say I'll close the door behind us, but I kicked the door down. I will rush here and just attack over the couch at the guy as he's like standing up, and one-handed attack with my longsword.
That
24?
definitely hits. Yes.
8.
8 slashing damage as you are able to cut through this guy's armor and slice open his bicep. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No, but I will have my shield ready if he tries to attack Diastri, or if he tries to attack Diastri, I'll have my shield ready for the protect
To
protect
impose.
hit reaction.
Okay, and then that will bring us to Diastri. Diastri, the guy in front of you, has Hunter's Mark on him. What would you like to do?
Yeah, street.
Can I move into flanking without taking an attack of opportunity?
I
over
mean,
here?
that's like...
No.
Yeah, oh yeah, over there for sure.
Right there without... Okay. Alright, so move into flanking, so I have advantage, and we're going to look at him and say, fuck your parries, boy. Parry this.
You've got advantage.
You have advantage.
You've got advantage. Let's go. Oh, God.
That is not going to hit.
Does he
Well,
parry
man,
it?
it's just
I got
like-
one more try, boy.
Come on.
And with that, he is... Yeah, no, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage plus your Hunter's Mark
Plus your sneak attack.
plus sneak attack.
Oh.
Layers of damage. Oh, nice.
So it's 7,
damn.
6 is 13 damage. Excelente. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn? As you go to swipe at him and he jumps up on the couch and you miss your first attack and you're like, parry this! And the second you get him with your second rapier as he's coming back down for his landing, he's like bouncing on the couch and you just sort of slice through him.
Say, get off the couch. No jumping on the couch.
The cushions aren't made for that, kid.
Poor drunk man.
Arthur is going to run up to this dude here, and he's just going to use his sword.
Slap.
And that definitely is going to hit this guy for, I guess, 11 piercings. And that's
Arthur.
enough
Arthur.
to bloody this guy, but he is not down. And I think that's
Fancy.
all he can do, so...
He gets 2 attacks, doesn't he?
No.
No.
He already used his Axum Surge.
Yeah, he's already
Yeah.
used his action surge.
Arthur.
And
Lurge.
splurge, and that will bring us to Ignis.
I'm going to see him, and at first I'm going to cast, I'm gonna use my Hexblade Curse on him.
Okay.
So I have. It does extra damage
Yes.
based on my proficiency bonus and anything. So I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on him.
Do you do it finger guns? Pew, 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 pew.
I probably miss.
That dude, right?
The guy right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead.
Woo!
Okay. It does an extra 2 damage.
So 3 total.
Yep.
As you shoot this Eldritch Blast, he was trying to charge you, and after being slashed in the back by Arthur and getting like a little like boot of magic, you can see that it hurt him. He's like, ah! But there's definitely a greater threat behind him. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
I promise. I actually know what I'm doing, you guys.
Is that, hang on, is that Erthos talking or is that Ignis talking?
Both.
Is that your turn?
Hey, it's a gnome-sized Eldritch Blast from a gnome. Come on.
The thug
Thank you.
is going to turn around and attack Arthur because he's not too concerned with the gnome at this point. That is going to...
I don't think that hits. I think he's 17 with his shield up.
With his shield, he is 18, actually. So the first
18,
one is going to miss, and the second one is also going to miss as he swings wildly, and Arthur expertly just blocks him every step of the way. You hear the bing, bing. He has his fox mask on. And then that will bring us to this dude, who is not liking his positioning. He is going to attempt to swipe at you, Diastri, with his scimitar once. With a 12 is going to miss. Crit fail is going to miss. And he's going to try to hit you with the dagger. And it's going to miss. Everybody sucks today. They're all just way too drunk. And that's going to be his turn. And which brings us to Hisan. You're up.
I'm gonna look at the guy, stare him straight in the eyes, and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okie dokie. The one,
That's
this one, right?
Yeah, same
Okay.
guy again, and he's just gonna hear like just a cacophony of dying dwarves crying out in his ears. And where is it? Oh, yeah, level 1.
Wiz save.
So Wiz save again.
Fails.
10 psychic damage, and he must move his full movement away from me.
On his turn.
No, right now, I think.
Right now.
Is it? Wait, is it right now?
On a failed save, it must
must
immediately
immediately
use
right
its
now.
reaction. Yeah, okay.
If available to
5,
move as
10,
far as its
15,
speed will
20,
allow.
25, 30. It's going to go to here. That's going to give one... so, Rainier, Diastri, and Ignis, all of you guys get attacks of opportunity.
Forced movement like this does not force.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry, my beat.
Oh,
I lied.
well, that
It would-
sucks then.
It would be one thing if it was like a AoE effect in it, but with this,
It's,
it
yeah,
does
it's the same thing as a push, my B. Yep.
Got it.
Oh, well, that, damn.
not. I
that
like
sucks.
to
Okay,
I like
well-
to give
well,
us some and take some away.
Yeah,
from
no,
us.
No,
that's
no,
fair.
it's fair. It's fair. It's fair. It's fair.
Um,
It builds up your trust with the DM.
Yes, Jibbly, I expect that Venmo any day now.
Yes. Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
just
too easy.
making
Okay, well, yeah, that's-
sure Lion didn't message. Okay. Brutal. Okay, that being said, Rainier, unless there's anything else you would like to do, he said.
No, I'm happy to stay exactly where I am.
Okay, Rainier, you are up.
I'd like to follow the guy,
Good.
And my bad, guys. My bad.
and as he is running away from whatever cacophonous noise he's hearing in his head, I will attack him again.
Okay.
Nope. That would be the 8.
A
Yeah.
8 is going to miss, unfortunately. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
No, because I think it actually would have. Well, fine. No, I'll just stay. I'll stay there.
Diastri, you're up.
All right,
I
this
got
guy
you
has
out of bloody
run
thing,
away from
out of
me.
blanking too. That sucks.
I didn't realize that was gonna happen. I thought you would get attacks on him.
No, Ignis is right. It's force movement.
Yeah, that's my.
It's the same thing as like Thunder Wave when they get pushed.
Well, he was required to take his reaction to move, which should have.
We can deal with it later. It
No,
doesn't matter.
I'm not worried about it now.
I
I'm
don't-
just.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm going to go ahead and move up here and get flanking on this guy.
That's
here.
not. Oh, on that guy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, on that guy here, and go ahead and attack him.
Are you moving your hunter's mark as a bonus action, or are you keeping it on the other dude?
I can I move on top of the bin up here at all?
No, it's a floor to ceiling cabinet.
Floor to ceiling cabinet, so I can't get flanking on him at all. I'll just stay there, but I'm gonna go ahead and attack the guy that has hunter's mark on it, so that I can get all my attacks.
Did you say
But I just
floor
want
to
to-
call cabinet?
Mhm.
For some reason, I heard Florida ceiling cabinet, and I was really confused.
Florida. All right.
It's a
All
mimic,
right, so
but
we're
it's like
gonna-
missing all of its teeth.
Don't, my friend, it's Clav in your chat right now wants you to throw mimics at us. So please.
Oh, yeah,
please don't
no,
It's
give
a
in.
toothless Florida
Give in.
mimic. It's a Florida man mimic. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Anyways, sorry. Swing your
Sorry.
attack. My bad. I'm getting.
All right, so I'm attacking this guy here,
Yeah.
and right as I attack, I'm just gonna yell at him, "Can't touch this!" And attack. That does not. I don't get advantage, so I'm going to try my second. That fails.
He's like, no, you
Yeah.
cannot touch this, sir. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
Besides cry.
Shit. All right. It's Arthur's turn again. He now has advantage, so he is just going to swing with his sword with advantage. Luckily, he has advantage, and that does hit this dude.
Oh, they gotta go to
Um,
Barry Zuckermars. Their armor isn't good enough.
And he's going to do 11 damage to this
Damn.
guy,
Beautiful.
who is almost dead. You see Arthur's just slicing him in the back, and you can tell that the labored breaths, and he's trying very difficult to stand up. However, he is still alive, and with that, that'll bring us to Ignis.
Is he back?
Oh,
Is he alive?
Jesus.
I don't know if it's gonna crash again.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I'm just going to attempt real hard to
Launch.
Oh,
Lost.
the cameras.
fix it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
I just took your turn,
Oh.
so my bad. I am not using.
No,
any
no,
of
no, that's
your
fine.
Things.
I've
Ignis,
launched up. I don't know.
You're up.
I was also wrong. I am a big man, and I can admit I was wrong when it is reaction.
It's not force movement. It's too late. Just let
Yeah.
it go.
Yeah,
it's fi-
right
it's
now, if
fine.
I wasn't
I know.
doing cameras, things would be a lot smoother. But I am very trapped.
This
in
was a
my-
mea culpa, so I'd like to admit when a mea culpa happens. But I'm just going to Eldritch Blast that guy again. Actually, you know what?
Kill
Ah.
him!
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery and say,
Oh, come on.
you thought you could use that crossbow? I bet you wish you had bolted before.
Oh god, and 1 damage.
I'm sorry.
Is it
I
Let you know.
am struggling in this moment. Give me a second, please.
Take your time.
No problem.
Uno momento.
Just let chat simmer on that one.
I legit can't.
Bask in the presence.
I can't find my camera.
So what did I miss real quick?
Everyone miss every attack ever possible. known
It
to
has-
mankind.
I didn't miss all of
This
my
fight
attacks,
has
but the
just
guy that's
gone
been
horrible.
attacking me missed every single one of them.
No, what is
Oh.
going on?
Oh.
What the fuck? I've been fixing the goddamn camera!
He's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. He's back.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, sorry. That's an actual thing that happens. Sometimes Discord just restarts. It just restarts itself.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
What?
what Discord
You had it.
ready to die
worried
in this
then.
moment.
I'm so sorry.
I thought it
Oh,
crashed
what's
again.
going on?
Oh my god! He needs
What
to
is
get an
happening?
exorcist to look at his computer.
I'm done messing with the cameras until Lion is back because every time I mess with them, this is just ridiculous.
Let's just
So-
get this. Let's just get
Oh
this.
my
going.
Yeah,
God,
we're
there's
just
two of me.
moving
Let's
on.
push
We're
through it, let's
moving
push
on.
through it.
We're pushing through. Sorry about the cameras chat, but I literally cannot.
Hang on, I seem to have forgotten in the chaos. What was that pun that we heard?
Oh no, don't do it.
Oh,
Not again.
I can't believe you wanted to use that crossbow. You should have bolted instead.
He fails his whiz save, so he takes the 1 point of psychic damage.
Yep.
Does he take
Or
hex damage
die.
for that too?
He
No, he does
it's
not.
It's
Oh, okay.
weapon, right?
It's attack rolls and damage. I
Oh,
believe.
okay, yeah.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, with my track record right now, that I can double check. To damage roll. So he does
you
take the
did
additional
roll. Yep.
2.
Go ahead, do it.
It's just 2 extra damage.
Okay.
So it's
With
3.
that, he literally has very little bit of health left. He is struggling so
Big
hard.
damage.
It's going to be his turn though, and he is going to
Wish
attempt
I had a bonus action spell.
to smash Diastri in the face. And a 10 is going to miss, and a 16
Hits.
hits for 8 bludgeoning damage to you. And that will be his turn, and he's just going to swing wildly with the last
Nose.
force of his life that he has left, knowing that this is probably the end, and he yells out to his boss, "Brigham, help me!" And Brigham is going to take the disengage action, and he's just gonna GTFO 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. Which will bring us to Hisan.
I'm going to move up. I'm going to move 5, 10. Stare at him in the eyes and just say, "Where do you think you're going?" And I'm going to dissonant whispers him again.
Okay. I'm trying to fix the cameras so hard right now. This dude?
Yeah, same guy. The guy who's trying to run.
Same guy. We don't like him at all. He's gonna make a whiz save, and he's gonna fail it. So that's gonna be
He's
14.
running back. And he's
Damn,
running
that is some
back.
damage
And that's
right there.
his reaction, yeah? So he's just gonna
Yeah.
go...
This is- I love this so much.
He goes back to there, and is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
No, that's all. I'm just going to stand in front of the doors.
I love how we're all doubled right now. This is so silly, you guys.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I kinda
technology.
cheer for it. Looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
technology.
If
so
you only
Ghiblis,
care about
2
Ghibli and
Ghiblis, 2
Ignis,
Erthos.
0 me's.
I'm working
I mean,
on it.
You and I were actually. Oh no!
Welcome back.
Keep your camera off. Just listen.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what to do in this moment. So, anyways, moving on. Hisan, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. I'm just standing in front of the doors.
Rainier, you're up.
Oh.
Just kill these people. Just please.
Yeah.
End it. End it for me.
Disaster. I'm gonna run up, and I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna run up. It's like a higher power compels me to end this quickly, and I'm just gonna 2-hand swing it, 2-hand attack with a long sword.
This is the best.
No!
A higher power compels you, but it's
my
not
God.
enough.
Where is your god now?
Your mommy has forsaken you.
A mother has left this
Don't
place.
call her my mommy. That's so
Yeah.
awkward.
Oh my god.
Understand.
Ghibli, with all due respect, this is my favorite combat session we've had yet.
Oh yeah, no, this is great. This is good stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Good
Yeah.
times.
Good
Great
times.
times.
Good times.
I just love the fact that the only thing that's gone really well is just Hisan standing there, arms crossed, being like, "Not today, back that way, bitch."
And this is the first time I'm really getting to shine, guys.
This is
Alright.
this needs to be like your signature spell now. Like it's the only one that's
I
consistently
I haven't missed a single attack today.
It's because the DM's preoccupied, you guys. It's,
Yeah,
it's
great.
DM can't block or parry or.
It
you
feels
know.
it feels good, guys. Doing damage. I know what it feels like now. It's great.
Jeez Louise. This, I'm.
Oh no! Poor bloke.
I feel really bad for him because he's probably feeling terrible right now. Poor
I feel
guy.
so bad for Lion.
I'm so close to fixing the cameras every goddamn time.
This is the streamer's definition of edging.
This is my birthday stream, dude. This is what the world has for my fucking birthday stream.
I can't breathe.
Wait,
Alright.
it's your birthday today?
It's my stream. It's my birthday stream.
Breathe.
Now my camera's out of focus. Jesus. Okay. All right. Diastri, you're up. Rainier missed. Moving on. We're just
All right.
people aren't on camera. It
I
sucks.
Going
hit
to-
myself. I'm sorry.
I'm going to first yell over to Rainier. Take a deep breath. Mommy loves you.
Poor bloke.
And I'm gonna attack the guy right next to me with my first.
Hopefully we kill him here.
That's a crit.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
All right, so I get
Sneak attack.
that damage plus my sneak attack, so he takes that
It's
much
all
damage.
double.
Okay.
That's
He
15.
dies. Just flat out. How do you want to kill this guy?
I just like stick my rapier right through the back of his neck, right through just an inch away from Arthur's face,
Poor
and let
guy.
the blood drip off while he watches, and then I pull it
He's
back
like-
out and let the guy slump.
Freedom, help me.
I'm okay now. I think I'm okay.
Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn, Diastri?
Yes, I am going to now move over to this motherfucker,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
and with my second attack,
Oh.
That
It's a
hits.
high
I guess-
rate.
However, he already used his reactions to run away, so he can't parry. So go ahead.
He's son.
so I get that, and I
Plus
get
your hunter's mark.
that, and I get that.
No, you don't get sneak.
I
Only on
don't?
the first
Yeah,
time
no.
you do damage
Oh,
on
right.
your
Yeah, you
turn.
only get.
We
Yeah,
also
you
are
only
not
get-
a-
So that's
Right.
only 9 points. I mean, still a
Yeah,
respectable amount. Not only. I don't want to make it sound like. How do you want to kill this guy as well?
Yeah, street.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
Diastri 2 kills.
He's 2 kills. He got it. We call him Diastri.
With my second rapier, I'm going to stab him through the heart, and I'm going to use my other rapier, put it up to his face, and then just like slowly draw it out, and
Excellent.
just let him hang there on my one blade for a moment before letting him
When
drop.
you put it against his face, do you like put it like flat against his face and just like
just right under his nose, so it's got a little bit of hanging effort, and yeah,
You trim off
Smell
some
it,
of the
smell it,
some of the
smell it.
mustache hairs.
trimming his nose hairs back.
All right. So with that, both of these dudes are dead. You still hear the crying from down below, through this
go
door.
to the
I wonder if Brigham
Through
had
the
any
gate?
information for us.
Okay.
We'll never know.
I'm gonna go and throw it open.
All right, and when you do, you can look down into this cellar. It's a dug, underground, cellar, hand dug. There's little wooden supports keeping the walls up. You see a man. He's beaten, bloodied, bruised. He's kind of curled up in the fetal position, just sort of like, and when you open the cellar door, he looks up at you.
It's a grown man.
Yeah, it's a fully grown 35-year-old man. He's got his hair in a low ponytail in the back, chestnut brown hair. He's got these green eyes. They're filled with tears. He's got bruises and welts all over his body.
You guys said it was a child.
I thought it was a child.
We
I
were
thought-
worried.
Yes. Now I open up the door to find a grown man in his 30s crying in a basement.
Is his computer set up
Good
down there?
deed is still a good deed. Sir, do you want to
I mean-
come up here and see the light of day?
Yes, please. I'm so afraid of spiders and the dark. There's so many spiders and it's so dark down here. And he runs up the stairs.
And
He
you
runs up
say,
the ladder.
Now.
Somebody cast minor illusion of a spider, please.
I have respect for him now.
We
Yeah,
have
Doc,
killed
I can
the
relate.
bandits. What is
And-
your name, sir?
My name is Terrence. Terrence Manley.
No.
Put him back in the basement.
Can I do a medicine check on Terrence?
Yes. Go ahead. Roll for a
Also, I
medicine.
looked at your chat at the exact wrong time.
Yes.
Oh god. All right.
He looks to be very injured. He's definitely, hungry, starving, dehydrated. He's got some broken ribs. You can tell, he's definitely been kind of beat up down there. But he's not like in danger of dying or anything like that.
Okay, I will put I'll dump 2 hit points of healing into him using lay on hands.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of brush him off, make sure he's like clean him up a bit, and just say, all right, Terrence Manley, you are saved. You are out of the basement. We have a town to save. Can you help us? Can you fight? Can you do anything?
Ignis is gonna laugh.
I would really rather not. They're really scary.
Well, in that case, I have a job for you. You cannot stay here. We are leaving. If you stay here, they'll come back, see these dead bodies, and you will die.
It's all Snivelus's fault. He invited the bandits here.
Who?
Nicholas.
Snivelus.
Snivelus who?
Benedictus.
Snivelus Benedictus. Who is he?
He's
Who is
That's-
this?
just some lowlife that lives in town. He's the one that told the bandits about our mining operations, and he points to a house to the north a little bit. And that's the house that Snivelus lives in.
Thank you.
Snivelus Snape.
I'd like to take Terrence over towards the door and peek out. Is there anybody out in the streets?
Roll a perception check.
I have put Terrence Manley in quotation marks, just
Okay.
so everyone knows. And
Good.
21.
You do not see anyone currently in between where you are and the stables. If you want to just send him,
That's
to
what I
run
want.
over
I
there.
want to send. I will say, you need to go to the stables, knock on the door, say, Canaray, Vanna, Rainier sent me. I live here. My name is Terrence. Please let me in.
Okay.
The stable family is alive. You can hide there for now. Do you have any food here you can take with you?
Yeah, and he grabs a half-eaten tray of mashed potatoes off the floor and just carries it
Is
with
there
him.
is there a before you
Hey,
leave,
those
is
look
there
like
a-
funeral potatoes.
Is there a somewhat clean sack anywhere that we could
There's
pop
a
some food in?
backpack right here.
Yeah. Can I grab the backpack, kind of empty it out of anything to make more room for food? Because I want to send food over to the stable
Sure.
family.
It's a Dungeoneer's backpack, so you're pulling out ropes and all types of
Yeah.
accoutrement.
Would like
Can
to
Can I
make
search
an
the bodies
insight
while this
check.
is happening
You certainly
Yeah, as
as
can.
well?
I'm going to take anything that's worth eating that doesn't look like moldy or half-eaten, anything that could be still good, and send Terrence with the food over to the stables.
Okay, you find 9 gold, T-Sun. You also find a mace and a dagger and a crossbow and 3 crossbow bolts.
Would like to make an insight check on Mr. Manley.
Sure, go
I'm
ahead.
not touching any of the other shit.
I don't trust him.
He
He's
seems
faking it.
He seems very faking it, yeah. Just what a bullshit artist this dude.
I think he should not be trusted. He's crying so much he might be snivelous. Because he's sniveling.
Mm.
Can I roll an insight check as well? After he says this, I
Yeah.
trust Ignis. So.
Yeah.
Yes. He's son, be careful. He's wily.
You're like, Ignis might be onto something.
I'm real skeptical now too. Now that he mentions it, you know, he is crying a
I
lot.
mean, it seems
How-
like just a ploy to get out of here.
Can I do an
I'm
insight check?
gonna mention something to Diastri, I think.
I'm gonna
Yes.
do an insight check,
Diastri's-
not on Snivelus.
You're
can I do an
currently
insight-
emptying out a backpack with food.
Oh, dang, that's right. Okay, never mind. Okay.
I
Yeah, I'm gonna mention
think he
something
should
to
be wrong.
Diastri. I'm gonna say like, you know, Ignis raises a good point. Like this guy mentioned someone Snivelus. This guy's crying a lot.
Yeah, I've had my
Yes.
doubts about him the whole time. I mean, he's
There's no way
he
someone
doesn't
like
he
that.
doesn't seem like he's that beat up. Yeah, sure, he's got some bruises and scrapes on him, but it's not like they were torturing him and pulling out teeth and cutting, you know,
Yes.
pulling out his fingernails.
Yeah, considering
Uh,
everyone else has been murdered.
Terrence, do me a favor. When you go and speak to our friends in the stable, make sure that you tell them that you really like cinnamon buns.
Okay. Will do.
Yes. Now they'll know to keep an eye on him.
Fucking hell. Alright, so we've cased this place. Are we moving on?
I think,
We're gonna
honestly, do you guys want to call it here? Because we're down 2 players. Now we're down Arthur. Cameras and everything's been kind of
Arthur
janky.
wanted-
And it's a good
Yeah.
stopping point because he wants to meet Mawlerz, Dawnbane. It's kind of his person.
That is, yeah, very true.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's a good
That sucks.
stopping point. So you guys have sent Terrence over to the stables, and you guys are currently
Absolutely.
safe
Is
here.
there any windows in this building?
There are windows. There's
Like
one-
pointing, namely this direction? Like
no,
towards
there's one
Mawlerz?
here.
Can I see like Mawlerz from that window?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Okay. Well, I just was gonna say, yeah, like we'll just post up here, like maybe take a couple minutes to collect ourselves while checking over Mawlerz. I don't necessarily have to be the one doing it, and like just case it out to make sure what kind of guards we're coming into and stuff.
Mhm.
If someone else wants to do a perception check, and not me, because I'm pretty bad.
I can try that. Let's see if I.
I'll point Diastri over and be like, hey, do you want to just like while I'm
Yeah, okay.
searching the bodies and Rainier's doing his
Come
thing,
over to the
I'll just
window
be
and
like,
kind
"Hey,
of peek out here
Okay.
and.
Roll perception with advantage. You can see that there are some guards, and they are pacing back and forth in Mawlerz's shop.
Do I see how
And that's-
many approximately?
Ooh, bop, bop, beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. You see at least 2.
At least 2. All right. We
And
just convey that to the rest of the group, saying I see a
And then-
couple guards at least. Looks like they're on
Yes.
a just walking back and forth, patrolling inside.
we can pick it up there, I guess, next
yeah,
week.
with that, I say we end it here because we've just had all kinds of difficulties, and I don't want to move on with, 40% of the group.
Can I real quick just scope out the house we're in, if there's any valuables?
Yeah, you guys have already found everything. There's torches and stuff in the basement. That's about it.
Sounds like
Alrighty.
Lion's computer is completely bricked.
Oh no, he just bought new PC parts. But anyways, you
Yeah.
guys, I thank you for being patient and bearing with us through all of our difficulties today. Hopefully next week Lion gets his PC fixed, and also we will have Canary and Vanna coming back. I will be back on later in like an hour or 2 after I eat for my birthday EU4 stream. And yeah, it's super fantastic. Sorry again, but a lot of when you play
Technical things happen.
Yeah, when you play the game online, the
Unfortunately.
online does happen. But we will see you guys next Saturday. So love, 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 love,
Bards
love.
and cards.
Love bards and
Thank
cards.
you.
Bards and cards.
Bye.
Bye.
JG5.